Hornet Nation Broadcast Network, KSAM Huntsville, your hometown radio station.
Here we go. The only thing matters is a win. That's it. Whatever it takes. Let's go, man. Let's win on three. 1, 2, 3.
The following is a KSAM Sports Network presentation. It's Friday night in Hornets country. This is Huntsville Hornets High School football. Proudly brought to you by First Financial Bank, Advantage Specialties, Charlie's Used Cars, Walker County Federal Credit Union, Northside Baptist Church, AB Squared Self Storage, Copeland Family Dentistry, Hooks Family Farm, Wiesner of Huntsville, Hartfield Florist, Moak & Moak Attorneys at Law, MRC Creekside, Murray Insurance and Financial Services, Climatech Secure Storage, The Trophy Case, Frank Olivares Pinnacle Realty, University Heights Baptist Church, Huntsville Hornet Quarterback Club, Hits Solutions, University Hotel, Daiquiri BB Abbey Realty, Adams Furniture, Bill Fick Ford, Community Service Credit Union, Huntsville Independent School District, Joetta's Boutique, Techspress Urgent Care, The Woodlands Financial Group and More Insurance, Wiesner Conroe Hyundai, Fat Boys Pizza. Now, live from the Copeland Family Dentistry broadcast booth, here's Rob Hipp and Brian Adams.
All right, friends, it's another edition of Huntsville Hornet Football. Rob Hipp alongside the former Sam Houston Bearcat and also former Huntsville Hornet player, Brian Adams in the house here. We are live from Sheldon Panther Stadium, just outside of Houston in the east part of Houston. Brian, set for a good one here tonight on the Hornet Nation Broadcast Network, as it is Huntsville facing another 6A team here versus C.E. King. These Panthers are tough. Of course, we played them last year. Goes up to the goal line. We had that 3-time goal line stance to keep them out of the end zone to win that game. I'll be honest, I'm looking for more of the same in this one.
Yeah, I am too, Rob. What a game we're going to have tonight. I mean, you got the battle of the undefeateds going on. And you're right, man. Last year, the Hornets pulled off a big victory against C.E. King there at Bauer Stadium, as you just said, with those 3 plays on the 1-yard line, and the Hornets stuffed them every time. So I know C.E. King remembers that. They want some payback, and, man, it is a beautiful night here tonight. Friday Night Lights, man, it doesn't get any better. And
you know, at a beautiful facility here, I want to give a special thank you to our friends here at C.E. King for the facility. And hopefully this is what we got in the works for Huntsville. We got a beautiful one that's coming as well. But, Brian, you know, go back a week ago, Huntsville taking care of business. A lot of folks were saying, hey, they should have put up more against Kingwood. It was 21-6, but I don't want to discredit that defense. Against a 6A team, only allowing 6 points on the board. It was a good start for Huntsville. They came out early last week, striking twice early. Then they went numb until about the 5:30 mark in the fourth, but were able to hold on for that victory versus Kingwood.
Yeah, no question about it. Think about this. The defensive line they had last year, you had 2 Bambino brothers who were just all Texas, all everything. They're no longer there. But what Scott Schroeder has done an excellent job. I mean, he has got that defense, and they are tough. And Rob, you're right. A 6A opponent held to 6 points. I mean, that's something that, you can hang your hat on. Tonight, they're going to have their challenges. Make no mistake about it. There are some athletes on this C.E. King team. I mean, we're talking 6 or 7 D1 type kids. It ought to be a heck of a ball game.
Looking forward to this one tonight, and our good friend Melton Green back here helping us out. Also appreciate you, Melton. Nathan Hight up in the house as well. TJ Garrett and Carlos Zimmermann is down on the sideline. For now, though, we'll step aside. We'll take a break as we continue our Advantage Specialties countdown to kickoff. When we come back, though, we'll have that Southern Talk provided by Charlie's Used Cars. We'll hear from head coach Rodney Southern. Stay with us as we continue the pregame here on the Hornet Nation Broadcast Network.
Advantage Specialties is your one-stop shop for promotional needs. Need a logo on a shirt or hat? Advantage Specialties provides embroidery in-house. This helps to make the process fast and affordable. What about promotional products, banners, signs? Advantage Specialties can help get your name on virtually anything. For custom in-house embroidery, promotional products, printing, and much more, check out AdvantageSpecialties.com. That's AdvantageSpecialties.com. Eat 'em up, cats, and sting 'em, hornets.
First Financial Bank knows how important a person's vehicle can be.
My SUV is perfect for taking clients to properties and me to the golf course.
My pickup hauls work supplies all week and the family on weekends.
My hybrid helps the environment and my fuel bill.
If you're ready for a new vehicle, talk to First Financial. We offer loans at competitive rates with fast local approval.
My 4x4 works hard, but plays even harder.
First Financial Bank. You first. Member FDIC.
It's time for Southern Talk with Hornet head coach Rodney Southern, brought to you by Charlie's Used Cars. An in-depth discussion about this week's Hornet opponent. Now here's the coach with Rob Hipp.
This is Southern Talk presented by Charlie's Used Cars. In this first segment, we look back to last week's contest.
Well, we look back in this first segment. The Hornets defeated Kingwood 21-6. Give it up for the Hornets taking care of business. Of course, we were at the game. They led 14-0 to start the game. Matthew Tatum put the Hornets up first on a 6-yard run, then a field goal attempt. That was turned into a trick play. Had Brian and I going a little crazy in the booth. A touchdown on a 4th down where A.J. Wilson threw to Calvin Simmons. Put the Hornets up 14-0. Coach, as we get started, I want to welcome you in. Thanks for being here tonight, head coach Rodney Southern. There's a lot of kids here. You know, there's a lot of guys here tonight. They don't realize this is a clapping show, Coach. So we have a lot of fun.
Yeah,
it's a clapping show. But, Coach, it's always great to see you. Your team led early in the scoring on the first 2 drives. Went a little numb, though, until that last 5-14 or so in the game. Just kind of right out of the gate, just your overall thoughts on the game and the performance.
Well, obviously, anytime you can win a 6A game against a pretty good opponent and hold them to 6 points, you got to feel good about it. But our expectation level is much higher than what we played the other night. We were very disappointed in terms of our overall performance. Now, I thought the first 2 drives, I think we kind of relaxed a little bit after that, and you can't do that at any level. And obviously, when we're playing 6A teams, you dang sure can't do that. But you know, there were a lot of good things that you can find on film. Obviously, the fake field goal again, was executed about as good as you could have done it. And then we did some good things throughout those other times, but we didn't put the ball in the end zone enough. And that's not going to get it done when we get into district. We've got to play better than that. You know, and I told the kids, I said after the game, you got to be excited when you're in a program that the expectation level is that high. You just held a 6A opponent to 6 points and you're disappointed in how you played. But we've got to be much better than that. We've got to be much cleaner offensively than what we were the other night. We're playing some young kids defensively, and there's times where they play really well, and then there's times where they look like freshmen and sophomores. And you've got to kind of grow as you go through that. But we're going to continue to build, continue to work, because we got one more non-district, and this will be the toughest one of the 3. And then we got to get ready for a 3-game district slate before we get an open week.
Coach, I kind of feel guilty because we had some difficulty getting started with a few things, and I told Brian, I said, man, it's just going to be this kind of night. And then, that booth translated down there to the field. So we will make sure next time, Coach, that we're ready to go.
All right.
But, going back on that trick play on the fake field goal to a touchdown, that was fun to watch. How many times do you go over that play in practice? And one other thing, it was good to see Calvin Simmons on the receiving end of that, who's normally on the defensive side.
Well, we said going into this year that there were a couple things we were going to try to do. We knew we were going to be young defensively. We knew we should be able to move the football offensively, especially skill-wise, and having 5 offensive linemen who at some point started all 12 games last year. But we've said going in, there's 2 things you can impact games with, and that's scoring points in the special teams and blocking kicks. And Calvin, of course, blocked an extra point that ended up being potentially a big play, because you never know what that point may do in the fourth quarter of a game. But we've worked those 2 field goal fakes since last year, and we knew going in if they showed us a 4-man side like they did. Now, throwing the ball to that side, we had 2 defensive guys over there, but we've done it enough, and I trust A.J. enough and that's a tough throw, rolling to your left and trying to throw it over a DB, but at the same time, you're throwing it to a defensive end who doesn't catch the ball a whole lot. But obviously, Calvin's got good hands, and we're going to continue to do those kind of things because I think that creates points. That touchdown put us up 14-0, and if we take care of our business the next drive, we should have been up 21-0 in the first quarter.
We'll step aside and take a break. When we come back, we'll look ahead to today's matchup. Stay with us. Southern Talk, presented by Charlie's Used Cars, continues after this.
This is Tim Rushing with Charlie's Used Cars. Business has been great and we are low on inventory. If you have a vehicle you are looking to sell or no longer need, come by and see us at Charlie's Used Cars. We are looking for fresh, clean vehicles and will give you a no-obligation offer on the spot. Charlie's Used Cars stands ready and willing to offer you superior customer service. Speaking of service, don't forget about our service center, Charlie's Service Center, where we offer routine service, minor repairs, state inspections, and so much more. Give us a call at 936-291-3473 or shop us online at charliesusedcars.com.
Welcome back to Southern Talk, presented by Charlie's Used Cars, as we look ahead to today's matchup.
Coach, Hornets facing C.E. King on the road. Last year, that game came down to a defensive stand. I believe that was the game where it was 3 or 4 plays right there on the defensive, on the goal line, basically. They were about to score. Our defense held them. As time went to expiration, the Hornets victorious at Bowers 17-12 in that contest. C.E. King so far this season, though, 3-0. They blew out Cypress Falls 53-0 to start this season. Then they defended straight Jesuit 35-27. And then this past Saturday, kind of a rare high school Saturday game, a close victory on the road versus Ridgepoint 28-26. I know Coach Carlos was talking about that. You reminded me it was on Saturday. So, and we didn't even know that. I'm not used to a game being on Saturday at the high school level. Right. But Coach, as always, ask you kind of the same questions as we head into this week, though. But how's preparation been after the victory last week?
Well, it's been a little bit tougher this week, obviously losing Marcus and you know, having to deal with, you know, the emotion of that. You know, there's no book to tell you how to handle those kind of things, and every kid kind of handles that situation a little bit different. Marcus's wife and I had been communicating pretty consistent about, you know, his health, and obviously when that happens to your program, you want to honor people that have given so much to your program, and Marcus has given a lot to a lot of kids' lives, and you know, you have to go in and tell the kids that, which is difficult, but you know, kids are resilient and kids understand we've got to move forward, and obviously I know Marcus would want us to move forward and not talk about him, but I think it's important that, you know, that kids have an outlet and we have an outlet with that. Now, you know, we also, I told the kids on Tuesday, the good thing was, you know, the hurricane or tropical storm, whatever it ended up being, you know, shut down a lot of schools. So C.E. King was actually shut down on Tuesday, so hopefully they didn't get to practice. I don't know for sure, but I hope they didn't get to practice. But, you know, we've had, from a preparation standpoint, I mean, our kids know what to do, and they know what our routine looks like, and we didn't change it a lot other than yesterday morning is normally an outside time, and we stayed in and did some grade stuff and did a little bit more film work because they need to see this on film because, you know, we're going to have our hands full Friday night with these guys because they're big and they're athletic on both sides of the ball. But, you know, these kids have played big, tough teams before, so we'll figure it out.
And kind of, you know, talking about just that preparation, Coach, the new turf out there, you've been into it now for several weeks. What has that been like for the kids? Have they noticed anything different? And for those of you listening, we're talking about the new playing turf over at the practice field behind the high school where the future stadium will be. Well,
the turf's in great shape. Obviously, it's brand new and kind of weird. You know, once we got on it, the weather kind of cooled off a little bit, which has helped. But, you know, you can ask the kids how they feel. I know as a 57-year-old guy who walks around on it a whole lot, it definitely is better on your knees, and it's a beautiful playing surface, and obviously will be that way for years.
Coach, what did you tell the team this week and some of the things they need to work on in preparation for Friday's game?
Well, the execution is going to be a big thing for us, and then the other thing, and we'll talk about this tomorrow when we do tomorrow's our day where we kind of do our finalize what we call kick the field, and you know, we look at all the odd situations that are going to happen. You know, we're going to have to execute in some areas that may not be normal. You know, it may be a special teams play. It may be a play where we're on the goal line or we're in the red zone and we've got to run something that we may not have worked a lot on, because you got to be able to adapt and adjust. You know, these guys have got 3 running backs that all rushed for 100 yards the other night in the game. So, you know, it's going to be a challenge physically, but you also can't get too high or too low in games, and that's the most difficult thing with, I think, with any level. You know, how you handle the highs is just as important as how you handle the things that happen bad, because there's going to be both in a game, no matter how good or how bad a team is that you play. So we've got to be able to handle the emotion of that. Like the other night, I didn't think we handled some adversity very well. And we let one quarter bleed into another quarter, and then we settled down and looked really good in the fourth quarter. And we can't have a bad quarter in games. We're still not at a point from a maturity standpoint, and not maturity as far as age, but experience, to be able to bounce back from that. But we've also got to, if we have to do some things trick wise, we're going to be ready to do that as well.
Coach, we talk, of course, a 6A team, third week in a row. This is going to be the toughest opponent. It was one of the toughest last year, of course. Some players, not name specific, but just positions that we should keep an eye out for in this game on their side of the ball.
Well, offensively, and they've kind of been a little bit different every week. They're going to live and die with running the football. Their quarterback is a young guy who's probably not as experienced as some of the other guys offensively. They're just looking at it the other day, they averaged 295 across the front offensive line-wise. They've got a big tackle that's considered, one of the top recruits. He's 6'6". They list him at 300. I think he's bigger than that. But, so when you got that and you're not as big physically, defensively, you're going to have to be on the move, and you're going to have to make plays on the move. So we've got to be able to handle that situation. And I think defensively they have committed a little bit more in terms of the athletes that they put on defense, because they've got two big inside linebackers that I think play really well. The perimeter is where we've got to take advantage of some things, and we've got to be able to take advantages of some matchups there. And then we've got to make plays in the special teams. They had a play the other night in their game against Ridge Point. Their punter didn't come on the field, and they snapped the ball without the punter back there, and it cost them a touchdown, and it could have been the difference in the game. So, we've got to force some of that, and then, if we have to make a play in the special teams to be the difference, then we got to be ready to do that too.
And that'll wrap up Southern Talk, presented by Charlie's Used Cars. We'll step aside and take a break. When we come back, we'll continue the Advantage Specialties countdown to kickoff. This is the Hornet Nation Broadcast Network.
This is Tim Rushing with Charlie's Used Cars. Business has been great, and we are low in inventory. If you have a vehicle you are looking to sell or no longer need, come by and see us at Charlie's Used Cars. We are looking for fresh, clean vehicles, and we'll give you a no-obligation offer on the spot. Charlie's Used Cars stands ready and willing to offer you superior customer service. Speaking of service, don't forget about our service center, Charlie's Service Center, where we offer routine service, minor repairs, state inspections, and so much more. Give us a call at 936-291-3473 or shop us online at charliesusedcars.com.
First Financial Bank knows how important a person's vehicle can be.
My SUV is perfect for taking clients to properties and me to the golf course.
My pickup hauls work supplies all week and the family on weekends.
My hybrid helps the environment and my fuel bill.
If you're ready for a new vehicle, talk to First Financial. We offer loans at competitive rates with fast local approval.
My 4x4 works hard, but plays even harder.
First Financial Bank. You first. Member FDIC.
All right, friends, welcome back as we continue the Advantage Specialties countdown to kickoff. We just heard from Coach Southern there on Southern Talk, presented by Charlie's Used Cars. Rob Hipp alongside Brian Adams as we are here at CE King Sheldon Panther Stadium. Excited about this one tonight. And here in just a few moments, I believe we're going to have the national anthem. For now, though, Brian, we heard in pregame this is a CE King Panther team 6A, but they have a lot of juice. There's 7 or 8 kids that are Division I commits, and that's going to be how it is tonight. So we'll see how the Hornet offense can play against their good defense, and also flip-flop the other way. How is the defense going to play against their high-powered offense?
Yeah, think about this for a second, Rob. The average size of the O-line for CE King is 6'6", 300 pounds. The average. Those are some big guys. That is D1 size kids. And, so the Hornet defense is going to have its hands full. I mean, there are some fast kids on this CE King team. There are certainly some big kids, and as you just alluded to, there are some big D1 kids, 6 or 7 of them, that are committed already to take their game to the next level. So Huntsville's going to have to play very clean football tonight. They're going to have to get out, and they're going to have to put points on the board. A.J. Wilson needs to have probably the best game of his year tonight, and that defense needs to do what they did again last week, holding a 6A opponent to 6 points. If they can do those things, they can come in here and, man, they can get a victory out of CE King. If they cannot do those things, Rob, man, it's going to be a tough night.
Well, again, excited about this one. Melton Green up here in the booth was alongside Nathan Hight. 5:54 remaining before we get things started, and we hope that we'll have some crowd noise tonight. We've had some issues here. We don't have a crowd feed. We put a wireless down there, Brian, but we don't have that audio coming through, and so hopefully that we'll get that. I hate to have a broadcast without hearing the crowd, man.
Yeah,
it's a beautiful facility here, but they forgot to put a good crowd feed for us. So.
No, you're right, man. What a beautiful facility it is, and you would think, it's such a nice facility like this that they think about the details, and crowd noise is certainly one that is so important for a broadcast, just to kind of give you guys an idea out there just how crowded it is, how many people are here, and just when plays are happening. So, that's unfortunate. Hopefully we can get it fixed.
5:12 to go before we get started. Stay with us. We'll step aside and take a break as we continue the Advantage Specialties countdown to kickoff here on the Hornet Nation Broadcast Network.
Advantage Specialties is your one-stop shop for promotional needs. Need a logo on a shirt or hat? Advantage Specialties provides embroidery in-house. This helps to make the process fast and affordable. What about promotional products? Banners, signs? Advantage Specialties can help get your name on virtually anything. For custom in-house embroidery, promotional products, printing, and much more, check out AdvantageSpecialties.com. That's AdvantageSpecialties.com. Eat 'em up, cats, and sting 'em, hornets.
First Financial Bank knows how important a person's vehicle can be.
My SUV is perfect for taking clients to properties and me to the golf course.
My pickup hauls work supplies all week and the family on weekends.
My hybrid helps the environment and my fuel bill.
If you're ready for a new vehicle, talk to First Financial. We offer loans at competitive rates with fast local approval.
My 4x4 works hard, but plays even harder.
First Financial Bank. You first. Member FDIC.
Welcome back, friends. Rob Hipp alongside Brian Adams as we are live here in the Copeland Family Dentistry broadcast booth. Again, CE King Panthers versus the Huntsville Hornets. Brian, I've been talking about it here in our Advantage Specialties countdown to kickoff. This was a CE King Panther team defeated Cypress Falls back on August the 26th to start the season, 53-0 in that ball game. It was on the road. Then they won 35-27 back on the 3rd versus Strake Jesuit. And then last week, barely escaping Ridge Point at a Missouri City 28-26. So every week, the competition's got a little bit tougher for this CE King Panther team, Brian.
Yeah, you know what? I talked to a good friend of mine earlier today, and they live down in that area of Ridge Point, and they went and watched that football game, and he said that was a very good game, hard-fought game, and he told me CE King was the real deal. So, you know what, Rob? We're going to find out here shortly.
Well, step aside. We'll take one final break. When we come back, we'll have the kickoff. We'll also try to go down to Carlos Zimmermann, who is on a cell connection with us tonight, as we'll get the sideline report from him. For now, though, we'll step aside. We'll take a break. When we come back, it's kickoff in game night here on the Hornet Nation Broadcast Network.
First Financial Bank knows how important a person's vehicle can be.
My SUV is perfect for taking clients to properties and me to the golf course.
My pickup hauls work supplies all week and the family on weekends.
My hybrid helps the environment and my fuel bill.
If you're ready for a new vehicle, talk to First Financial. We offer loans at competitive rates with fast local approval.
My 4x4 works hard, but plays even harder.
First Financial Bank. You first. Member FDIC.
Advantage Specialties is your one-stop shop for promotional needs. Need a logo on a shirt or hat? Advantage Specialties provides embroidery in-house. This helps to make the process fast and affordable. What about promotional products? Banners, signs? Advantage Specialties can help get your name on virtually anything. For custom in-house embroidery, promotional products, printing, and much more, check out AdvantageSpecialties.com. That's AdvantageSpecialties.com. Eat 'em up, cats, and sting 'em, hornets.
All right, friends, back at it. Rob Hipp, Brian Adams from the Copeland Family Dentistry broadcast booth. We'll try to go down to Carlos Zimmermann on the sidelines. Carlos, can you hear us down there tonight?
Rob, you got me over here?
Got you loud and clear, buddy. It's a hot one tonight. Brian had the forecast earlier. Brian, what is that forecast real quick?
Well, right now it's 84 degrees out, but as the game progresses, it's going to drop down to about 80. It ought to be nice.
Carlos, how does it feel down to you, and what's the attitude down there on the field so far tonight?
Well, it feels great over here. The nice breeze. The sun has dipped behind the Panthers Stadium press box. I've been going up and down these stairs, flights of stairs and elevators, so I'm a bit sweaty myself. But atmosphere is looking pretty good. Huntsville's got a good crowd here tonight. The team's getting ready to come out of the locker room right now and head through big little Texas thing over there. But they're ready. I know those boys, they are ready for a fight here tonight here on the northeast side of Houston.
Well, Carlos, we'll chime in with you throughout the night. We appreciate you. As we're down here in just a few moments, I think we'll have the anthem. And I know Nathan's down there trying to find our microphone. I think somebody picked it up, Brian.
I think somebody walked off with it. It's in their pocket.
Panthers.
Well, let's go down here. I believe that we're going to have the anthem here in just a few moments.
Subscribe to my Hell no.
Yeah, well, never mind. I don't believe we're going to have that. So, Brian, we talked a little bit earlier about this team, just the tenacity, the overall effort that we have seen out of Huntsville. They come in tonight. They're looking to continue their winning ways, taking care of business versus Willis. They had the game against Kingwood. And here, as they run out onto the field, Huntsville tonight in their black pants, and I love those helmets. We always call it that electric green or the Huntsville Hornet green, glistening with the last little moment of sunshine right there between the 20 and the 30 as they run out onto the field wearing their white jerseys, the numbers in green tonight, the United States flag, Buzzy logo out there as well on the flag, of course, and then that big, beautiful H. So tonight, Huntsville getting ready here.
Yeah, you know what? This is a ex-football player. When you run out onto the field, that is such a great feeling. I mean, you got the cheerleaders in tow. You got your mascot coming. You got the flags waving. I mean, you're getting so fired up. You can't wait. You practice all week long for this game, and here we are.
So, again, the crowd is out there. And, Brian, I thought we were going to take it to a break. But let's go ahead and take it to a break here. And we apologize for that. Still trying to work out a couple of last things. And when we come back, we will finally have that kickoff. Stay with us right here on the Hornet Nation Broadcast Network.
COVID-19 rapid testing is now available at TexPress Urgent Care in Huntsville. No symptoms are needed. Now you can get tested even faster and get your results back faster too. Not sure which test is right for you? TexPress Urgent Care is happy to help. For more details, call 936-570-2626. No appointments are needed. Walk-ins only. TexPress Urgent Care Clinic located at 193 I-45 South. Check their website at TexPressUrgentCare.com and visit them on Facebook. That's TexPress Urgent Care next to Sports Clips in Huntsville. So I'm here with Clint Mack from Wiesner of Huntsville. And Clint, can you tell me why it is you have so much repeat business?
I guess really is the fact that we treat everybody like a family member. We look at our customers as family members, and we've been doing it for the past 26, 27 years.
Now, you get different generations as well, correct?
Yeah, we do. One of the craziest things is when you sell a grandchild the vehicles that you've been selling their grandparents. So 3 generations and going on 4.
Well, you've heard from Clint Mack at Wiesner of Huntsville, and if you haven't tried Wiesner of Huntsville, go do so. You'll be glad you did.
Joetta's Boutique knows all about fashion. We offer trendy and affordable styles, as well as timeless and traditional choices, with sizes ranging from extra small to 2X. We strive for excellence with our outstanding merchandise and friendly customer service. Please come and see for yourself. We're located inside Westfield Mall here in Huntsville, or you can shop on our website at joettas.com. And be sure and follow us on Facebook and Instagram. Joetta's Boutique, vintage and new, classy and glam.
At CSCU, we want you to bank happy, spend smart, and live well. If you have a CSCU debit card, make sure you're enjoying all the perks that come with your card. You choose our debit card rewards program that earns you points for every purchase. Points can be redeemed for cash back, merchandise, and more. Signing up is easy. Visit cscutx.com, click on You Choose in the quick links, then register for the program. You'll begin earning points for rewards immediately. CSCU. Bank happy, spend smart, live well. Member NCUA, membership eligibility required.
This is BJ McMichael, Minister of Students and Outreach at University Heights Baptist Church. I'm a proud 1993 Hornet graduate and 1998 Bearcat graduate. Here at University Heights, we cultivate people who make Jesus known by the lives we live and the conversations we have. This happens through 3 primary relationships: relationship with God, each other, and the world. We have some exciting next-gen ministry opportunities for all our birth through 12th grade Hornets and future Bearcats. Our weekly schedule and worship times are available online at uhbc.net or through our UHBC apps. Sting 'em Hornets and eat 'em up Cats.
Huntsville ISD is the best place for children to be. We offer a full-day pre-K center to advanced career and college options, along with a variety of extracurricular activities and award-winning fine arts, band and athletics programs, an excellent child nutrition and bus transportation services, bilingual ESL and GT programs, special education services, and a career and technical education program that provides multiple certification and licensing options for students. Visit huntsville-isd.org. It's a great day to be a Hornet. We're building champions, everyone, every day.
You might know that State Farm agent Diana K. Barnes has great service. She is your good neighbor after all. Did you know State Farm has surprisingly great rates too? Yep. Along with good neighbor service, State Farm agent Diana K. Barnes has surprisingly great rates for everyone in Huntsville and Walker County. So call State Farm agent Diana K. Barnes at 936-295-2686 for your surprisingly great rates today. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
Car people driving from all over Texas to Wiesner Hyundai to get a real deal. And during Wiesner's September to Remember sales event, save even more. Get a 2021 Hyundai Elantra SEL, Sonata SE, or Tucson Value, your choice, 0% for 60 months. Get this 2021 Santa Fe SE, 0.9 for 60 months. Get a real deal today. Buy for less at Wiesner Hyundai. Exit 87B, Wilson Road in Conroe, or WiesnerHyundai.com.
Check out America's best warranty, 10-year, 100,000-mile powertrain limited warranty, and the Hyundai Assurance Program today.
It's time to mind your business. I'm Audrey George, Business Account Specialist at Walker County Federal Credit Union, and we are excited to announce the launch of the business account. I'd like to invite you to call or come by our office on Normal Park Drive to find out more. For decades, Walker County Federal Credit Union has been devoted to our individual members and their service, and now we have expanded that to your business as well. Find out how easy it is to mind your business with Walker County Federal Credit Union, member NCUA.
Hi folks, it's Jack at Adams Furniture. You know, furniture today is hard to find, but at Adams Furniture, we have a whole store full of furniture. We've got the sofas, the sectionals, the recliners, laser board gallery. We've got the mattresses, bedroom suites. You buy it right off my floor. You see it, you buy it, we deliver it. We've got a whole store full. We've got warehouses full. Remember, that's Adams Furniture at 75 North and 10th Street, or shop online at shopatadams.com.
Fat Boys Pizza, chicken bacon ranch, buffalo chicken, barbecue chicken, margarita chicken. Oh man, it's so good. Loaded baked potato pizza? Yeah, Fat Boys Pizza. You've never tasted pizza this good. Get out of your comfort box and tease those taste buds. Fat Boys Pizza in Riverside. Try those delicious wings. Or how about the Fat Boys Delight dessert with butter, cinnamon, sugar, and cream? Check out Facebook.com/Fat Boys Pizza Trailer. Or make the short drive up 19 in Riverside. Fat Boys Pizza proudly supports the Hornets. Sting 'em!
This is BJ McMichael, Minister of Students and Outreach at University Heights Baptist Church. I'm a proud 1993 Hornet graduate and 1998 Bearcat graduate. Here at University Heights, we cultivate people who make Jesus known by the lives we live and the conversations we have. This happens through three primary relationships: relationship with God, each other, and the world. We have some exciting next-gen ministry opportunities for all our birth through 12th grade Hornets and future Bearcats. Our weekly schedule and worship times are available online at uhbc.net or through our UHBC apps. Sting 'em Hornet and eat 'em up Cats.
Joetta's Boutique knows all about fashion. We offer trendy and affordable styles, as well as timeless and traditional choices, with sizes ranging from extra small to 2X. We strive for excellence with our outstanding merchandise and friendly customer service. Please come and see for yourself. We're located inside Westville Mall here in Huntsville, or you can shop on our website at joettas.com. And be sure and follow us on Facebook and Instagram. Joetta's Boutique, vintage and new, classy and glam.
TWFG and More Insurance has been proudly serving the Huntsville and Walker County area since 2003. TWFG is ranked #1 in Texas as an independently owned insurance provider for personal lines. Their independence affords them the freedom to shop insurance carriers and coverages that best suit their clients' specific needs. TWFG and More Insurance offers both personal and commercial lines, as well as life, health, and flood insurance. Call Ann or Waylon at 936-293-8121 or drop by at 1212 10th Street in Huntsville. At TWFG and More Insurance, their policy is caring.
Huntsville ISD is the best place for children to be. We offer a full-day pre-K center to advanced career and college options, along with a variety of extracurricular activities and award-winning fine arts, band and athletics programs, an excellent child nutrition and bus transportation services, bilingual ESL and GT programs, special education services, and a career and technical education program that provides multiple certification and licensing options for students. Visit huntsville-isd.org. It's a great day to be a Hornet. We're building champions, everyone, every day.
Why are people driving from all over Texas to Wiesner Hyundai to get a real deal? And during Wiesner's September to Remember sales event, save even more. Get a 2021 Hyundai Elantra SEL, Sonata SE, or Tucson Value, your choice, 0% for 60 months. Get this 2021 Santa Fe SE, 0.9 for 60 months. Get a real deal today. Buy for less at Wiesner Hyundai. Exit 87B, Wilson Road in Conroe, or WiesnerHyundai.com.
Check out America's best warranty, 10-year, 100,000-mile powertrain limited warranty, and the Hyundai Assurance Program today.
AB Square Self-Storage is your local go-to self-storage facility that can help give you the extra space you need. From non-climate and climate-controlled storage to parking spaces for your car, boat, trailer, and RV, they've got it all. AB Square Self-Storage has 24-hour computerized gate access, around-the-clock security camera monitoring, no long-term lease commitment, and convenient payment options. Give them a call today at 936-755-5000 or reserve your space online at www.ab2selfstorage.com. AB Square Self-Storage is a proud sponsor of Huntsville Hornet football. Sting 'em Hornets.
Halftime is an anticipated part of any game. We get to see the mighty Hornet military marching band. The team goes.
First Financial Bank knows how important a person's vehicle can be.
My SUV is perfect for taking clients to properties and me to the golf course.
My pickup hauls work supplies all week and the family on weekends.
My hybrid helps the environment and my fuel bill.
If you're ready for a new vehicle, talk to First Financial. We offer loans at competitive rates with fast local approval.
My 4x4 works hard, but plays even harder.
First Financial Bank. You first. Member FDIC.
Springtime is here, and that means the start of busy season. Between kids' activities, grocery shopping, and getting your oil changes, the last thing you need on your list is a stop at the bank. At CSCU, we want you to bank happy, which is one of the reasons we offer video banking. With video banking, you can chat face-to-face with a CSCU team member about your account, whenever and wherever it's most convenient for you. Visit cscutx.com and click on Launch Video Banking today. At CSCU, we want you to bank happy, spend smart, and live well. Member NCUA. Membership eligibility required.
COVID-19 rapid testing is now available at TexPress Urgent Care in Huntsville. No symptoms are needed. Now you can get tested even faster and get your results back faster too. Not sure which test is right for you? TexPress Urgent Care is happy to help. For more details, call 936-570-2626. No appointments are needed. Walk-ins only. TexPress Urgent Care Clinic, located at 193 I-45 South. Check their website at TexPressUrgentCare.com and visit them on Facebook. That's TexPress Urgent Care next to Sports Clips in Huntsville.
Fat Boys Pizza, chicken bacon ranch, buffalo chicken, barbecue chicken, margarita chicken. Oh man, it's so good. Loaded baked potato pizza? Yeah, Fat Boys Pizza. You've never tasted pizza this good? Get out of your comfort box and tease those taste buds. Fat Boys Pizza in Riverside. Try those delicious wings. Or how about the Fat Boys Delight dessert with butter, cinnamon, sugar, and cream? Check out Facebook.com/Fat Boys Pizza Trailer. Or make the short drive up 19 in Riverside. Fat Boys Pizza proudly supports the Hornets. Sting 'em!
Shopping for something sporty and great on gas? Make Bill Fick Ford your first and last stop. Turn heads and fill up less often with a sporty, fuel-efficient Ford crossover. Bill Fick Ford is also your headquarters for the built tough Ford F-Series trucks, including the all-new 2021 Ford F-150s. Bill Fick Ford, no bull, just good deals. And customer satisfaction comes before any sale. Bill Fick Ford on I-45 South in Huntsville or online at BillFickFordHuntsville.com.
Did you know there's a place where you can get good neighbor service and surprisingly great rates on home and auto insurance? Yep, State Farm. Diana K. Barnes is your State Farm agent in Walker County for service you deserve at the price you want. Diana K. Barnes has you covered. Call 936-295-2686 for surprisingly great rates. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there. Individual premiums will vary by customer. All applicants subject to State Farm underwriting requirements.
TWFG and More Insurance has been proudly serving the Huntsville and Walker County area since 2003. TWFG is ranked #1 in Texas as an independently owned insurance provider for personal lines. Their independence affords them the freedom to shop insurance carriers and coverages that best suit their clients' specific needs. TWFG and More Insurance offers both personal and commercial lines, as well as life, health, and flood insurance. Call Ann or Waylon at 936-293-8121 or drop by at 1212 10th Street in Huntsville. At TWFG and More Insurance, their policy is caring.
Hi, friends. Welcome back. We apologize for that extended delay as we are back here. Unfortunately, Brian, our equipment is no longer with us down there. I had to go down and try to figure that out, and that will never happen again. So, again, we apologize for that. But back in it here, as we currently said, 8:47 to go here in the first. C.E. King leading 7-0. as we get things going here. And, Brian, you'll have to catch me up to speed, man. I apologize. This has never happened before.
Well, now we got a Hornet down at midfield, but, the Hornets are off to kind of a rocky start. A.J. Wilson lost the ball. C.E. King was able to capitalize on it and punch one in, so that, that kind of brings you up to speed. But, man, we got looks like Jaden Griffin may be down out there. I can't quite tell the number.
Yeah, there is an injured Hornet on the field. Again, with 8:41 to go, C.E. King leading 7-0. We'll step aside. We'll take a quick break. We'll be back in a moment here on the Hornet Nation Broadcast Network.
The Huntsville Hornet Quarterback Club thanks the Huntsville community for your support of Hornet football. Are you interested in knowing more about the Hornet football program? Would you like to be involved? Meetings and membership are open to the public. Please like the page on Facebook, search for Huntsville Hornet Football, or go to facebook.com/Huntsville ISD Hornet Football. You can watch Hornet football live all season long at KSAM1017.com. Join the Huntsville Hornet Quarterback Club today. Sting 'em, Hornets!
To go here in this Huntsville Hornet Quarterback Club first quarter, as we're up here in the booth and still an injured player down there on the field that is getting tended to for the Hornets. And Brian, a little bit of a rocky start, as you said, not just for the team, for us as well, but the team down there, unfortunately, that first possession drove it down, and now C.E. King with it the first time tonight, and they're standing currently 1st and 10, and I guess moving from left to right here on the Hornet 46.
Yeah, it's not the way you want to start out a football game. One of the things the Hornets have to figure out is you got to hang on to the football. I mean, that's just part of it. When you know you're fixing to be hit or be into a collision, I mean, you've got to take care and secure that football, and that's something they didn't do to start this ball game, and it cost them big. C.E. King is a team you cannot make mistakes against because they'll capitalize on them. As you just saw, one fumble and 3 plays later, they're in the end zone, and the Hornets got to fix that.
Again, that injured player for Huntsville still down there as they're working on that. We'll go ahead. We'll take an extended break, and we'll get this thing rocking and rolling here before too long, Brian. 8:41 to go. Again, C.E. King leading 7-0. We'll be back in a moment. Stay with us here in about a minute and a half on the Hornet Nation Broadcast Network.
Huntsville Hornet Quarterback Club thanks the Huntsville community for your support of Hornet football. Are you interested in knowing more about the Hornet football program? Would you like to be involved? Meetings and membership are open to the public. Please like the page on Facebook, search for Huntsville Hornet Football, or go to facebook.com/Huntsville ISD Hornet Football. You can watch Hornet football live all season long at KSAM1017.com. Join the Huntsville Hornet Quarterback Club today. Sting 'em, Hornets!
COVID-19 rapid testing is now available at TexPress Urgent Care in Huntsville. No symptoms are needed. Now you can get tested even faster and get your results back faster too. Not sure which test is right for you? TexPress Urgent Care is happy to help. For more details, call 936-570-2626. No appointments are needed. Walk-ins only. TexPress Urgent Care Clinic, located at 193 I-45 South. Check their website at TexPressUrgentCare.com and visit them on Facebook. That's TexPress Urgent Care next to Sports Clips in Huntsville. So I'm here with Clint Mack from Wiesner of Huntsville. What would you say to someone who has never been to Wiesner of Huntsville?
Come try the experience for yourself. We do things different here. We're a very relational business. We're not a transactional business, and we want to make you feel like you're part of our family.
Is there a Wiesner difference or a Wiesner experience?
There is. It'd be honesty and integrity. We've stood by that, and we are going to continue that in a world that doesn't necessarily live by those rules.
Well, you've heard from Clint Mack at Wiesner of Huntsville, and if you haven't tried Wiesner of Huntsville, go do so. You'll be glad you did.
All right, friends, welcome back. Still an injury out there on the floors, on the turf down there near the 45-yard line. That player is being taken off the field here and had a hand up in the air just a few moments ago. And, Brian, hopefully everything there will be okay as we'll get back into action here in just a few moments. And, you hate to see injuries early in the season. But it's just a tough one here tonight, and again, Huntsville trying to find some rhythm here, and we'll see if they can do it after this.
Yeah, you certainly hate to see injuries on either side, but, as everybody knows, it's a violent game, and injuries happen. And the players understand that, and, the thing about players, and, they don't think about it. They go out there and play. They practice. They train. That's the last thing in their minds is being injured. But, Now the Hornets have to come. They have to regroup, play for the injured player, and, just got to eliminate the mistakes.
So we'll get back at it here, friends, as again it's 8:41 remaining here in this Huntsville Hornet Quarterback Club first quarter. A.J. Wilson out there here as quarterback, of course, and has this ball in his own 45, and now we've got a false start, and that's going to set the Hornets back another 5.
Yep, unfortunately, after such a break like that, you're going to have a false start. Looks like it's going to be on Thomas Rose, the junior O-lineman.
False start. On you coming before. 5-yard penalty. First down.
And that is, so that'll set him back just 5 more here. So bring up first down and 15. And, Brian, that'll move it back here from what was the 46 of C.E. King all the way back to the Hornet 49.
Well, this is A.J. Wilson's team. It is his responsibility as the quarterback to lead this team and to overcome these mistakes that they're making.
Here's the handoff. We'll go into the backfield as Huntsville has it. Jawan Giddens called his name quite a bit last week, almost back to the original line of scrimmage, up to around the 47 back in C.E. King Panther territory.
Kind of a little handoff up the middle, trying to find some open running room, and the Hornets pick up, it looks like a yard or 2 on that carry.
They'll bring up second down and a long 11. Here's A.J. Wilson, throw over in the flats to the left side, has his receiver. It's Calvin Simmons, and big Calvin Simmons, only a yard gain, back up to the 46. Of course, Calvin plays on the defensive side, but we've seen him get a little bit of offensive action. He had that touchdown last week on the trick play on 4th down with the field goal. He was able to catch a pass there. So, Brian, here's 3rd down and a long 10 from the Panther 46.
Yeah, Calvin just ran a route out in the flats. He was open, but C.E. King read it perfectly, and the Hornets is a big play right here for the Hornets.
Wilson stands in the gun. 2 receivers to the left, 1 down, and a running back in motion. Wilson trying to elude a defender, back to the 40, throws over his right shoulder and just had to throw this one away, and it's incomplete. 4th down coming up.
Well, the Hornets, they're going to try out the punting game and try to put C.E. King back. And, again, the mistakes will kill you, and that's what's happened so far tonight with the Hornets. They got to eliminate those penalties.
It looks like Christian Avalar is set to punt this one away from left to right. He will stand on his own 40. 1 back to receive around the 10 here for C.E. King. It is Will Hicks, who normally plays a defensive back. 7:22 remaining here in the first. Huntsville trailing 7-0. Here's the kick up. This one will take a bounce in favor of Huntsville and goes out of bounds around the 12-yard line. So 7:14 remaining here in the Huntsville Hornet Quarterback Club first quarter. We'll step aside and take a break. We'll be back in a moment right here on the Hornet Nation Broadcast Network.
Joetta's Boutique knows all about fashion. We offer trendy and affordable styles, as well as timeless and traditional choices, with sizes ranging from extra small to 2X. We strive for excellence with our outstanding merchandise and friendly customer service. Please come and see for yourself. We're located inside Westfield Mall here in Huntsville, or you can shop on our website at joettas.com. And be sure and follow us on Facebook and Instagram. Joetta's Boutique, vintage and new, classy and glam.
Down and 10 here to start for C.E. King. They've got the ball on their own 12. A quick little handoff to the right side. Not much there. Maybe back to the original line of scrimmage will bring up second down and a long 10.
Yeah, nice play there by the Hornet defense. They were able to stretch that run out, and it looked like Devin Allen there on the tackle. Nice play there by that Hornet defense.
So, again, second down and 11 from the 11 here for C.E. King. They're in their blue jerseys, white pants, the socks in blue, helmets in white. And the quarterback here, Jeremiah Broussard, standing. And the officials will whistle this one. I'm not sure if the clock ran down or if there's a false start. I believe it's going to be a false start here and move them back half the distance to the goal.
Well, both clubs having a hard time staying situated before the ball is snapped, and that cost C.E. King 5 yards and puts them way back in their own end.
So what would have been second and 11 is now second and about 16 or so. That ball backed up all the way to the 6-yard line. Broussard standing in the gun, 1 back to either side. Will take the handoff, goes to one of his backs on a misdirection on the left side to the 10-yard line, trying to ankle through a defender and finally slammed to the ground. Great tackle there by your Huntsville Hornets. DeMarcus Williams, the freshman safety, was in on part of that.
Yeah, nice tackle there by DeMarcus Williams. I'd like to see that Hornet defense do a little bit more of the swarm. You know, there's one or two guys trying to make the tackle. And this team right here, man, with this big O-line, again, you know, they average 6'6", 300 across the front. I mean, that's ridiculous. These guys need to be swarming to that football.
Here's a critical third down for the defense of Huntsville. 3rd and 9 from the 13 for the Panthers of C.E. King. 5:40 to go here in the first. Moving from right to left. Broussard, low snap, rolls to the right on the 5-yard line, throws. This one is caught. No, it's dropped at the last moment at the 25-yard line. It looked like it went right into the numbers of his intended receiver, and a great defense there by Huntsville, able to knock it out of the hands of Elias DeJean.
What a great play by the DB for the Huntsville Hornets. I'm trying to get his number. I mean, what a great play. He read it perfectly, got his hand out in front, and knocked the ball away. I believe that was Waylon Sapoli on that play.
I believe so, and set back to receive here is Justin Butcher. The punt is up on its way, a short punt. Butcher going to let this one take a bounce, and it will roll in favor of the Panthers across the 40 into Huntsville territory at the 44-yard line. So with 5:19 to go, Huntsville will get it back here now for the third time so far this evening in the first quarter, and I believe we'll step aside. Let's take a quick 30-second break. We'll be right back on the Hornet Nation Broadcast Network.
Springtime is here, and that means the start of busy season. Between kids' activities, grocery shopping, and getting your oil changes, the last thing you need on your list is a stop at the bank. At CSCU, we want you to bank happy, which is one of the reasons we offer video banking. With video banking, you can chat face-to-face with a CSCU team member about your account, whenever and wherever it's most convenient for you. Visit cscutx.com and click on Launch Video Banking today. At CSCU, we want you to bank happy, spend smart, and live well. Member NCUA, membership eligibility required.
Right out of the gate, A.J. Wilson from his own 44. A quick shovel pass goes to Jawan Giddens. A nice play, and that's good enough for a Moke and Moke attorney at law first down.
Yeah, I like that play. Jawan Giddens, he's getting a lot of playing time, and that was a read there by A.J. Wilson. Giddens was open, pitched it to him. Good first down.
First down and 10 from the 45. Wilson heaves one over right side. Butcher, and it's intercepted. I believe that was intercepted, Brian. We'll see if he caught it. He did in bounds at the 22, and Wilson threw that one away, and it was intercepted.
Yep, that's again, those are those mistakes, man. You can't afford to give such a good team like C.E. King those opportunities.
C.E. King will get it back here. We'll try to go back and look at this here on a Walker County Federal Credit Union instant replay. See if we've got that one on our screen. We didn't catch it in just enough time, but it was an interception there around the 25-yard line. So 4:49 to go. The Hornet defense back out there. Kingwood will start their third possession of the night with the lead, 7-0, 1st and 10 from their own 22-yard line, moving from right to left. Broussard, the quarterback, with two backs to his left side, two receivers up to the right, will hand off to one of those backs as he ping-pongs his way around on the left hash mark and then lowers his shoulder. There was Gerald Wimberly. He's the 215-pound senior running back, and he picked up a healthy 4 on that play. Actually, they're going to give him, looks like 6. It'll bring up second down and a long 4.
Yeah, nice run by Wimberly. It was just straight up the middle after first contact. He did kind of a spin move, picked up a few more yards.
Second down and 4 for the Panthers from outside their own 25. Here's another handoff to the left side, and this time another run up to the 35-yard line on that left side, and it's good enough for another first down for the Panthers. Moving the chains on that play was their running back.
Well, Coach Southern said it. This is what they're going to try to do, establish the run. I mean, with that big O-line they have, that's what they're doing, and they're picking up yards left and right.
The roster information that was given to us does not have 27 listed, and I can't find that. I was trying to look through it here on the notes. In any case, first down and 10 from the 35 on the left hash. As a handoff, Broussard finds a back, pounding his way forward, and the running back here is Gerald Wimberly again, this time up to the 42-yard line on the left hash, and that'll bring up a second down and manageable yardage here, about 3.
Well, Wimberly is a big kid. He is 6'2", 215, and that's a lot of young man running at you.
Yeah, Gerald Wimberly here with another run. It'll be second down and 3 from their own 42. C.E. King leading 3:30 to go here in the first. Broussard standing in the gun will step back up to the line, look over to the right, talk things over with his team. And now set, running back to the left, 2 receivers up. Handoff goes to that back across the 45-50 and finally brought down. It was another first down run, though. This time D.K. Hammond, the senior running back.
Well, they're just going to do what they do best, and that's hand the ball off, run it up the middle until the Hornets can figure a way to stop it. That's what they're going to keep doing.
Hammond is out there alongside another running back. We'll try to get that at halftime. Again, went through our notes, did not have that young man listed on the roster. Under 3 minutes to go here in the first. 7-0, C.E. King leading, 1st and 10 from the Hornet 46. Handoff Broussard here goes into the hands of Hammond. And Hammond to the right side. Boy, a healthy gain of about 9 on that right hash mark.
Wow, I thought he was close to that first down, but the referee's going to spot him about 1.5 yards shy. Just dragging Hornets down the field.
2:33, clock running here in the first. It will be 2nd down and 1 on the right hash mark. C.E. King on the Hornet 37. The shotgun handoff goes to the back here, bouncing around him, and this time he is brought down by that swarm defense coming up. Bun Shelley.
Nice play there that time by the Hornets. I mean, Calvin Simmons and Bun Shelley both in on that stop, but it looks like they got enough for the first down.
Yeah, didn't have much to go, and they will call it a first down here. 1st and 10 from the Hornet 36. In between the hash marks, Panthers have it and the lead 7-0, under 2 to go here in the first. Broussard, handoff, goes to his back on the left side, and a big hole here across the 20, 10-5, left side touchdown. Boy, a wide open lane for Gerald Wembley. He has been a running machine tonight, and C.E. King taking a 2-score advantage now, 13-0.
Yeah, well, again, that's what that interception does for you. Turns the ball over to give C.E. King another opportunity, and that's twice. There was a fumble. C.E. King recovers and scores. An interception. C.E. King scores.
36-yard run there by Wembley. And C.E. King taking the early 14-0 lead. Hold down here, the extra point kick attempt by Christopher Bonilla. The hold is down from the 10, kick up on its way through the uprights, and easy does it. 14-0, your score, 1:46 to go here in the Hornet Quarterback Club first quarter. We'll step aside for 30 seconds. We'll be right back on the Hornet Nation Broadcast Network.
Fat Boys Pizza, chicken bacon ranch, buffalo chicken, barbecue chicken, margarita chicken. Oh man, it's so good. Loaded baked potato pizza? Yeah, Fat Boys Pizza. You've never tasted pizza this good? Get out of your comfort box and tease those taste buds. Fat Boys Pizza in Riverside. Try those delicious wings. Or how about the Fat Boys Delight dessert with butter, cinnamon, sugar, and cream? Check out Facebook.com/Fat Boys Pizza Trailer. Or make the short drive up 19 in Riverside. Fat Boys Pizza proudly supports the Hornets. Sting 'em!
Welcome back, friends. Rob Hipp alongside Brian Adams live from the Copeland Family Dentistry broadcast booth. 1:46 to go here in the first. Hornets trailing on the road 14-0. Brian, you talked about earlier his turnovers leading to scores.
Yeah, I mean, you just can't afford to do that against a good team. I mean, you got to play sound football, and so far the Hornets have dropped the kickoffs.
I mean, kick here. Justin Butcher bumbled it around at the 25, but luckily he fell back onto it, and that's a good break for the Hornets. They don't need to turn it over again.
No, they don't. Not against this team. Somehow the Hornets need to sustain the long drive, put some points on the board, stop the bleeding. Now's the time.
First down and 10 for Huntsville. Again, 1:43 to go here in the first. They'll move the ball from left to right. The ball is on the 24-yard line, right hash mark. And we'll see if this offense can find some rhythm and get some action. Still plenty of time, of course. And we know this is a high-powered Hornet offense. They've just got to find a little bit of life here. And you know, once they get behind it with A.J. Wilson, they'll start putting up some points. Starting here from their own 29-yard line, Wilson in the gun on the right hash, 2 receivers to the left. Delayed handoff, no, a pass goes to the left side to Cam Cole. Cole finds daylight across the 35. He's got the Moke attorney at law, first down up near the 38-yard line. We need to see more of that tonight.
Yeah, nice reception there by Cam Cole on the far sideline. It was just like a 5-yard hitch. Nice pass, nice catch. Almost had a chance. If he'd have broke that tackle, he may have gone the distance.
132. 14-0 the score. C.E. King leading, 1st and 10 for the Hornets on their own 36-yard line, left hash mark. The lights are on here at Sheldon Panther Stadium. Handoff goes into the hands of that running back Matthew Tatum, and Tatum only a gain of 1. We had him on the Hornet Nation Coaches Show. A great young man, had a good night versus Kingwood just a week ago where he put up over 40 yards, and he'll try to do some more of that here, but only 1 on this carry.
Yeah, fun young man to talk to, and, man, he has got some serious speed. You know, this O-line needs to give A.J. Wilson just a little bit of help. Just give him a little bit of time to go through his reads, and the Hornets will be all right.
Wilson, empty backfield now. Stutter steps, throws this one on a screen into the hands of Jawan Giddens, and Giddens across the 40, around the 41-yard line on the left side. So well short of the first down. It will bring up 3rd down and long with 35 seconds to go here in the first.
Yeah, Giddings just running a screenplay over on near the Hornets sidelines. Great open field tackle there by C.E. King. But Giddens sets up to the left, just needs a little bit of a blocker in front of him, but not a bad play.
Tatum and Butcher, the receivers, will line up to the left side. 2 down to the right is Cam Cole alongside Trey Taylor. 3rd down and 5. Critical 3rd down here for this Hornet offense. On their own 41, Wilson rolls to the left, chased by 1. He'll tuck and run. Wilson's got the first down across the 45 to the 44. Great run and read by A.J. Wilson.
That is one of the things we haven't seen in a while. We need to get A.J. Wilson more involved with his legs, which he is very dangerous. If he can't find somebody downfield, tuck it and run and pick up the first. Nice play.
That is a Moak and Moak attorney at law. First down for the Hornets. Up to their own 47-yard line with 2 seconds remaining here in the first quarter. Wilson, the quarterback, stepped out of bounds, so they will get one more play here. I want to say Calvin Simmons is out there. Let me take a look at that, Brian. Hard to see from up here. It is not Simmons. It is Jawan Giddens, the running back. 2 receivers to the left. Wilson stepping back, throws to the left, has his receiver at the 50, and he slammed down. That was Matthew Tatum. And Tatum up to the 50-yard line. That will wind us down, though, to the end of the first quarter. Huntsville trailing 14-0, but they've got the ball and driving when we come back in 30 seconds right here on the Hornet Nation Broadcast Network.
This is Robert Lindeman of Hitt Solutions Player Development, helping instruct the stars to shine. Hitt Solutions Player Development teaches the fundamentals of baseball and softball with proven offensive and defensive strategies and technique. We instruct and inspire each player to be the best they can be by teaching the mental side of the game. To have the confidence to bring in the game-winning hit, visit us online at hittss.com. Hitt Solutions, a proud supporter of Huntsville Athletics. In God we trust, press on to win.
Back at it, Fred. Rob Hipp alongside Brian Adams as we get things started here in the second quarter. Thanks for sticking with us tonight as we move into the Hits Solutions second quarter. Brian, a lot of sponsors, of course, helping to make our coverage possible this season. We appreciate each and every one of them.
Absolutely, we do. We sure want to thank you. First Financial Bank, you first, and Advantage Specialties. Advantage Specialties is your one-stop shop for business promotional needs in Huntsville. And Charlie's Used Cars customer satisfaction is our number one priority.
We'll get back at it here. Again, Huntsville trailing 14-0. 2nd down and 7, though, as they'll flip the script and go from right to left, favoring the left hash mark. Wilson will line up here under center. In motion is Tatum. Handoff goes to the backfield to Giddens, and they read that one easily. He gets up to the 49-yard line of the Panthers, so we'll bring up 3rd down and long here for the Hornets.
Yeah, just really just a straight handoff up the middle for Giddens. I mean, he has played a lot of football. McLean, kind of giving McLean some assistance in the backfield, and C. King read it perfectly.
$11:33 to go here in the Hit Solutions second quarter. Wilson in the gun will stand on his own 45 on the left hash. 3rd down and 7. They converted the last third. Here's Wilson. Throws over center, and this one is incomplete. Boy, just a complete misread there. He was looking in the direction of Trey Taylor, and Brian, you got to think right here, well, Huntsville go for it. They do send the punt unit on, but Coach Southern has some tricks up his sleeve. This is the last non-district game against a 6A opponent this season. What do you think, Brian? A punt here, or are we going to fake it, or are we actually going to punt it away? I think we'll punt it away,
but you want to give credit to that offensive line on that last play. They gave A.J. Wilson the time he needed to throw the football. I'm not sure what happened, if it slipped out of his hand or if it was a misread, but the O-line did a good job on that last
Christian
play.
Avalar will punt this one away from the 40. Good protection. Nice punt here, and it will take a bounce. Drops around the 20-yard line, rolls back to the 19, and that's where C.E. King will have it for the fourth time, the first time here in the second quarter of the night, leading 14-0. And we'll go ahead and keep things right here. We know how fast they move.
Yeah, well, okay, so now the Hornet defense, they've got to come and make a stand. They have got to figure out a way to shut that run game down. I mean, it's just simple stuff. Turn around, hand the ball off, and go straight towards, your center guard gap and play off your center. Huntsville's got to crash in those linebackers. They've got to plug those holes, and they've got to swarm defense.
Malachi Bowles will line up as a receiver to the left, 2 down to the right. Nehemiah Broussard in the gun from his own 19. Handoff left side, darting, powering his way. And once again, here goes Hammond. He's got life across the 40. Huntsville territory, 30, 25, and pushed out of bounds around the 3-yard line. It was a touchdown-saving tackle on the play by the Hornets' Nemo Winfrey, but yet another big run for Hammond.
I mean, we just talked about it. Wow. I mean, handed off right up the middle, and he is not even touched until the 5-yard line when he's knocked out of bounds finally. I mean, somehow, some way, this Hornet defense needs to figure out this rushing game.
10:56 to go, and yet again, C.E. King threatening. This is a different ball game this year compared to a year ago. And first down and goal from the 4. Broussard in the gun. Hammond is running back to the left. Will hand off to Hammond, trying to let him complete the trick play or the trick hat, and he does in 4-yard touchdown run. Hammond back-to-back scores.
Yeah, somehow the Hornet defense needs to make it a little bit more difficult on C.E. King than they are. You just somebody's got to step up and make plays. I mean, it's as simple as that.
Score now is 20-0. 10:52 remaining in the Hitt Solutions second quarter. There's the extra point attempt here. The kick from the 10 on its way through the uprights and good. And it's 21-0. Huntsville trying to respond here in just a few moments.
Yeah, on top of that, it's a roughing the kicker by the Hornets. So not only are they letting them score touchdowns, the Hornets are still making the mental mistakes and getting penalties.
We'll step aside for 30 seconds. We'll be back in a moment on the Hornet Nation Broadcast Network.
Hey, Huntsville sports fans, this is Robert Lindemann of Hitt Solutions Realty. Hitt Solutions serves the real estate needs of the Huntsville area. I would like to introduce you to Karen Denman.
Hey y'all, this is Karen Denman. As a lifelong resident of Huntsville, I am passionate about our community. Hitt Solutions Realty wants to assist you with finding that piece of property that makes you feel at home. To get the ball rolling, visit us online at hittss.com.
Hitt Solutions, a proud supporter of Huntsville athletics. In God we trust, press on to win.
Well, Brian, back at it here from the Copeland Family Dentistry broadcast booth. Microphones missing and scores missing for the Hornets tonight. We'll try to have a little bit of fun up here. 21-0, friends. Hornets find themselves in a hole here again. 10:52 to go in this Hitt Solutions second quarter. And we hope on this possession that the Hornets can find a little bit of life. If they're going to get it, they've got to find it right now.
Yeah, they need some kind of a big play to happen for them, a nice run back or a return, anything like that.
Welcome everybody in tonight. Here's the kickoff. This one is fielded by Butcher at the 20, 25, down to the 30 on the left side, tight roping, and finally brought down around the 32-yard line. So fair field position to start this fifth possession of this first half for Huntsville. Looks like they'll start this one. Well, they're going to mark him all the way up to his own 40. That's actually really good field position.
Yeah, it is.
We'll see if they step that back, Brian. That didn't look right. As they showed it, yeah, there we go. That's more realistic from their own 32.
Yeah, well, A.J. Wilson and company going to come back, get another shot at it, and just somehow just got to, just relax, play good, solid football, move the field, move the ball down the field, move the chains.
Jawan Giddens, Matthew Tatum out there. Jawan, only a sophomore, the running back for the Hornets. He's back there alongside Tatum as Wilson will line up under center. So an I formation here. 2 receivers to the right, nobody to the left. 1st and 10 from their own 32. Wilson fakes, passes to Cam Cole in the flats at the 30, across the 35, and finally pushed out of bounds. A short gain on 1st down brings up 2nd down and long.
Well, Cam Cole's having a good game on the outside over there. Those 2 plays in a row for him that he's caught a nice little 5-yard hitch pass and turned it into a nice little gain. I'd like to see A.J. Wilson go a little bit more vertical downfield, though. Try to stretch that defense out, open up the run game some, and try for a big play.
Cam Cole lines up as a receiver to the left side, 2 up to the right, so 2 to either side. Wilson on the right hash, 2nd and 8 from the 34 on his own side. Handoff here, Giddens, and nowhere to go. He'll be dropped maybe back to the original line of scrimmage or even a loss of 1. We'll see where the official spot is.
Yeah, nice play there by C.E. King. I mean, they just came crashing down with the linebackers and not a whole lot of room there to run.
Taking a look at that one back on the Walker County Federal Credit Union instant replay, and a easy hit coming up there for Dylan Spencer on the play for C.E. King. So brings up 3rd down and 8 for the Hornets from their own 34. 2 receivers to the left. Tatum is on that left side alongside Trey Taylor, 1 receiver to the right. Giddens a running back. Wilson will stand in the gun on his own 29 on the right hash. He'll send Giddens in motion. Wilson looking, pressures there. Throws over right side, well overthrew his receiver on the right side. Boy, if he could have connected there with Giddens, that would have been a touchdown.
Yep, just overthrew Giddens by a couple of steps. Man, he beat his man by 1 or 2 steps. Had him wide open. He's got to hit your wideouts.
He just open and overthrew him by about 5 or 6, and that's just been what kind of night it's been so far. And back here, of course, you're going to have to punt this one away. So the 5th possession of the night coming up here for C.E. King. They're leading 21-0, 9:52 to go here in the Hit Solutions 2nd. Now a little fake triggeration by Huntsville, and boy, C.E. King read that one easily. As Justin Butcher was back there, set up for a punt, and then he decided to take off and run to the right side, and C.E. King was going to have none of that.
No, and now C.E. King's going to have great field position, so you're talking about pressure on your defense. But it is what it is. Get out there, play football, relax, make some hits, make some big plays, step up.
9:46 to go. C.E. King will start with excellent field position after the fake punt was unsuccessful. C.E. King will start on the Hornet 35-yard line. Actually, they mark it back to the 34. Well, give him another yard. Broussard and quarterback throws right side, has a man wide open over the center, caught, touchdown, 21 yards. Easy does it.
Yep, I mean, once you've been successful in the running game, everybody kind of tries to sneak up a little bit, and then, man, you throw one over the top and no one home.
34-yard touchdown pass right over center. We'll take a look at this one on the replay. Broussard had plenty of room, and his receiver there, Brett McKinney, the senior, with the score. Here is the extra point kick, 9:40 to go here in the Hit Solutions 2nd quarter. Hold is down, kick through the uprights and good, and C.E. King's running away with this one on their homecoming, 28-0. We'll step aside for 30 seconds. We'll be back in a moment on the Hornet Nation Broadcast Network.
Shopping for something sporty and great on gas? Make Bill Fick Ford your first and last stop. Turn heads and fill up less often with a sporty, fuel-efficient Ford crossover. Bill Fick Ford is also your headquarters for the built tough Ford F-Series trucks, including the all-new 2021 Ford F-150s. Bill Fick Ford, no bull, just good deals. And customer satisfaction comes before any sale. Bill Fick Ford on I-45 South in Huntsville or online at BillFickFordHuntsville.com.
Welcome back, friends. Rob Hipp alongside Brian Adams from the Copeland Family Dentistry broadcast booth. Brian, as always, a lot of great folks helping to make our coverage possible here tonight.
Yeah, it is, Rob. We want to thank Walker County Federal Credit Union. If you don't know, you need to. Belonging to a credit union makes you an owner. And Walker County Federal Credit Union, you get all the things you want and expect from your financial institution, including low-cost loans, online banking, and more. For personal, friendly service, you can't beat Walker County Federal Credit Union. And Northside Baptist Church, growing people in Christ to reach others in Christ.
Here's the kickoff on the way from left to right off the foot of Ifrinasso, and this one fielded at the 30, as it wasn't a long kick, and the Hornets will have good field position here starting inside their own 35 for the 6th possession. Brian, I know it's every possession now you've got to find a way to score.
Yeah, you do. I mean, you've got to figure it out. I mean, you can't just somebody needs to step up. Who wants to step up and make a play? I mean, is what it kind of boils down to. I mean, every position out there has the ability to do that. Somebody needs to do it, and now's the time.
Carlos Zimmermann down on the field, I believe. Carlos, do you got us, and what's the attitude right now out there on the sidelines?
Well, Rob, it just feels like the air has just been sucked out of this side here. But, there's still a lot of football to be played. I've seen bigger comebacks than this, so don't count your Hornets out just yet.
That's why we got Carlos on the sideline. Appreciate you, buddy. 1st down and 10 from the 34. Hornets, a little trick play as Tatum will take it, and Tatum trying to swing around, and he fumbled the football, and I think that one may have popped out, and hopefully the Hornets fell back on it.
Yeah, the boy, he was holding that football on his side and took a helmet right to the ball. The ball squirts out, and luckily for the Hornets, they're able to recover.
Yeah, Tatum had it there, and it popped all the way back to the 29 as we just took a look at it on the Walker County Federal Credit Union instant replay. A loss of 5 will bring up 2nd down and 15 for the Hornets. 9:02 remaining here in the second, trailing 28-0. Wilson throws this one on a screen. Nowhere. There was nobody in the area, and that's incomplete. He had pressure coming and just threw that one. I think he was trying to set up a screen, but nobody was there.
Yeah, he was trying to set it up to the right side over by the Hornet bench, and basically what you do is you drop back. Your line has to block for a second or two. Then they roll out to try to get in front of the receiver, so they kind of turn into a wall. But that rush came in on them so fast and so quick, A.J. Wilson never had a chance.
8:57 to go. 3rd down and 15 for the Hornets, trailing 28-0 here in the second. Wilson in the gun, stands on his own 24, sends a man in motion, empty backfield, 2 receivers now to the left. Wilson wants to tuck and run to the right side, trying to work through 2 defenders, and he's finally slammed down outside the 30, around the 33-yard line. So 4th down and another punt coming up here for the Hornets.
Well, it was going to give C.E. King another opportunity, and somehow you just got to play your game. You know what? C.E. King is, they're a big football team. They're fast, and but you know what? You're a good football team too, and you need to come out and make plays. And that's, that's kind of where the Hornets are at right now.
So Christian Avalar set to punt this one away. One back to receive for C.E. King. 8:14 and ticking here in the second. Avalar standing on his own 20. The punt will go from right to left. Little line drive punt here. Takes a bounce at the 29. Fielded on the left hash mark from left to right. Panthers have it to the right side. Trying to find a hole. Spinning around. Finally brought down. Flags are flying in Huntsville Hornet territory at the 45. And a good return on that play by Will Hicks, the defensive back, the junior. We'll see what this flag is.
Yeah, the punt there was one of those kind. As soon as it bounces, it end over end right into the receiver's hands. Got a good run out of it. Tried to take it to the sidelines, and as you said, Rob, flags are flying everywhere.
It's on the return team. Jalacy Bernard charged with it, and that will move it back, Brian, thankfully, because that would have been in Hornet territory around the 45. It's going to go all the way back to the 40-yard line for C.E. King back on their side.
Yeah.
Maybe that's the break this Hornet team needed.
Well, the Hornet linebackers, they really need to, again, C.E. King has established the run. Obviously, with this big, 6'6", 300-pound offensive line average is quite a line, but the Hornets have to overcome.
So 1st down and 10 here for the Panthers, leading 28-0, 7:57 to go here in the Hit Solutions second. Broussard in the gun, 35. Delayed handoff goes to his back, lowering his right shoulder. Finally brought down is Gerald Wembley, who's been the run machine tonight. Only 2 yards this time, up to the 42 on the right hash mark.
Yeah, nice tackle by Calvin Simmons. Again, Calvin Simmons is probably put on 20 pounds of muscle since the summer. Outstanding athlete for Huntsville in on that tackle.
Calvin Simmons got a new nickname. We'll call him Big Muscle.
Big Muscle.
Brings up 2nd down and 8. For C.E. King on the right hash mark. Broussard fakes the handoff, pump fakes once, rolls to the left. Oh, baby, he slammed down for a sack back at the 40-yard line. The Hornets needed something, and they got it right there on that play from big Calvin Simmons.
Nice play by Calvin Simmons. He can absolutely run. C. King looking downfield, trying to go for a home run. Calvin Simmons ran the quarterback for C. King down for a nice loss.
That's a Hartfield Flores sack on the play. So you can see it right here on the Walker County Federal Credit Union instant replay. Boy, Simmons just pummeled him to the ground. And I said just a few moments ago, the Huntsville Hornets needed some sort of a spark. Maybe that's it. 3rd down and 10 for the Panthers. Favoring the left hash mark, moving from left to right. 2 receivers up to the top, 2 down on the right. Broussard on the gun at the 35, fakes the handoff, pass right side, and he is leveled. He got rid of the ball, but once again, this time it's the big 5-0. How about that for Zadeki Freyin? Came in and said, you better watch out, man.
Boy, that's one of those blindside shots, man. Quarterbacks never see it coming. And Freyin just nailed him.
And Brian, that is the stop that this defense needed. They finally got one here. We'll go back and look at that one on the replay. He got rid of it. Oh, my goodness, Freyin. Oh, man.
That is a good play. You're right, Rob. Maybe that's the spark that will ignite this Hornet offense.
One back to receive here is Justin Butcher. Punt up on its way. High punt. Butcher going to take this one at the 24. He dropped it and fell back on it. That's the second time tonight that Butcher has dropped one, and luckily he fell back on it at the 22. I think just a little bit of jitters here, Brian. The Hornets have not been in this position in a very long time, trailing 28-0 in a game.
No, they haven't. But
still
again,
far from over.
And it is. It's far from over. I mean, you got half the second quarter left, and again, the Hornet offense needs to come out here and just and put some points on the board. That's simple. That's what an offense is supposed to do. So
6:28 remaining here in the Hit Solution second quarter. 1st down and 10 for the Hornets. They will start this drive on their own 23, moving from right to left. Wilson under center, tight formation, triplets to the right, one lone Hornet all the way down to the left, man in motion. And a little bit of a misdirection handoff, and the Panthers were reading that one. Nowhere to go on that play for Huntsville.
Yeah, that's one of those plays that they're trying to set up. You know, so look for A.J. Wilson to fake the handoff, roll out by himself, which we call that naked bootleg, and it's a run first, pass option second to try and move the chains here.
Cam Cole, Justin Butcher. Cole actually going to go over to the left side now. Butcher up top to the right as part of 2 receivers. 2 receivers down to the left. 2nd down and 10 for the Hornets on their own 23. 5:52 remaining here in the second, trailing 28-0. High snap, Wilson, the handoff to his running back, and boy, nowhere to go again. Just tripped up by the ankles on that play was Jawan Giddens.
Well, you know, third down possessions are vital. You got to convert these things, and you know, coaches look at the ratios of conversions, and man, anytime you're 3rd and 12, boy, you put the pressure on that offense.
Hornet offense trying to run him here. One back to either side. Hard count. A.J. Wilson trying to draw him off with 5:16 to go in the second. 3rd down and 11 from their own 22, moving from right to left. The Hornet flags in the background are running. Wilson, snap back. Protection's there. Looking, throws. This one right side. Nobody in the area code as he threw that one away. Incomplete, way out of bounds across the 40. And the Hornets again will have to punt this one away.
Yeah, I'm not sure what was going on there. I mean, it looks like a big miscommunication. You had Justin Butcher doing basically it looked like a post route towards the middle of the field, and A.J. Wilson throws it all the way into the side of the field where nobody was at. I'm not sure what went on there.
He went from the 939 area code to the 281. Got to keep it in house, man. 4th down and 11 here for Christian Avilar as he will punt this one away. I got Melton to smile back over here next to us. Here's the punt on the way. Boy, this one almost blocked. Gets up, fielded at the 45. The returnman will take it into Hornet territory. 40 left side and out of bounds at the 36-yard line. And that is where C.E. King will have it, leading 28-0. 4:48 to go here in the second. We'll take 30 seconds. We'll be back in a moment on the Hornet Nation Broadcast Network.
Did you know there's a place where you can get good neighbor service and surprisingly great rates on home and auto insurance? Yep, State Farm. Diana K. Barnes is your State Farm agent in Walker County for service you deserve at the price you want. Diana K. Barnes has you covered. Call 936-295-2686 for surprisingly great rates. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there. Individual premiums will vary by customer. All applicants subject to State Farm underwriting requirements.
Back at it, friends, live from the Copeland Family Dentistry broadcast booth. Rob Hipp alongside Brian Adams. There was a flag on that play. And, Brian, I did not see who that was on. It will – here we go. It's a hold against C.E. King at the end of the run, and that'll move the ball back deep into their own territory. That's a big play.
Big break there for the Hornets.
That thing goes all the way back to the 35.
Yeah, that was huge. Well, you got 4 minutes and 48 seconds left in the first half. Man, the Hornets get the ball back, put some points on the board, get right back in this ballgame.
They'll actually move them back to their own 35-yard line. Broussard will have to work from that. Last possession was a punt. That has really been the only blunder on the Panthers side of the ball here on their homecoming tonight. First down and 10 from the 35 in between the marks. 4:48 to go here in this Hitt Solutions second quarter. Thanks for joining us. We'll open up that fan text line here in just a few moments. We'll give that number out after this play. Broussard in the gun. Two receivers to the right. Will hand off to his back, and this time nowhere to go for Hammond. Well, I tell you, man, I thought one of the guys came up, and it was that swarm defense right there getting the initial hit for no gain.
Yeah, nice play. It looks like we have a Hornet down out there. I'm not sure who it is over there on the 33-yard line.
We do have an injury down there for the Hornets. We'll go ahead and step aside. We'll take a break for 60 seconds. We'll be back in a moment. 4:36 to go here in the second. This is the Hornet Nation Broadcast Network.
TWFG and More Insurance has been proudly serving the Huntsville and Walker County area since 2003. TWFG is ranked number 1 in Texas as an independently owned insurance provider for personal lines. Their independence affords them the freedom to shop insurance carriers and coverages that best suit their clients' specific needs. TWFG and More Insurance offers both personal and commercial lines, as well as life, health, and flood insurance. Call Ann or Waylon at 936-293-8121 or drop by at 1212 10th Street in Huntsville. At TWFG and More Insurance, their policy is caring.
Fat Boys Pizza, chicken bacon ranch, buffalo chicken, barbecue chicken, margarita chicken. Oh man, it's so good. Loaded baked potato pizza? Yeah, Fat Boys Pizza. You've never tasted pizza this good? Get out of your comfort box and tease those taste buds. Fat Boys Pizza in Riverside. Try those delicious wings. Or how about the Fat Boys Delight dessert with butter, cinnamon, sugar, and cream? Check out Facebook.com/Fat Boys Pizza Trailer or make the short drive up 19 in Riverside. Fat Boys Pizza proudly supports the Hornets. Sting 'em!
Back at it here as the injured Hornet was taken off the field and he had a little bit of assistance, so we'll get back after it here. Second down and 10 for the Panthers. Hammond with the run. Oh, he's upended. How about that for the Hornets? Upended on the play. Hammond would have broke through and probably had another 15 if it wasn't for that play just moments ago, and a big lick coming out there on that right side. Brian, I didn't catch that number.
Well, it's number 25, and I'm trying to find him on our roster. But, man, what a great open field tackle. That was an inside counter trap run there by King. And, man, the Hornets read it perfectly.
Take a look at that on the Walker County Federal Credit Union replay. Brian, you got to be quick on the dials if you're running that replay up here. And you can see the big hit just coming up there just a few moments ago. We'll get back into action here. This throw over, it's incomplete on the right side. Good defense on the play there by Carson Grisham. We called his name a lot last week. He's picking up right where he left off. And how about this for the defense? It's another fourth down, and C.E. King forced to punt.
I like it. Now the Hornet defense is starting to play aggressive and physical football. I mean, they're putting some hits on them, and that's what they need to do. Good job there by that Hornet defense.
So it is back-to-back punts now for C.E. King, thanks to that Hornet defense. Back to receive Justin Butcher. The punt here will occur from around the 26-yard line. 4th and 6, 3:47 to go here in the second. 28-0, the fumble it's dropped around, and the Hornets trying to go. The ball still down on the field, and the Hornets will have excellent field position inside the 20.
Here we go. What a big opportunity for the Huntsville Hornets. King back to punt. The ball goes through the punter's hands, and the Hornets recover on the 19-yard line going in.
Go back and look at that one on the Walker County Federal Credit Union. I don't even think the punter there was ready for that one. We looked over, saw Case and Dobbins, and that ball just went right through his hands, and the Hornets able to get on that one. And as you said, Brian, excellent field position here for the Hornets to start their 8th possession of the night. They will start this inside the Murray Insurance Financial Services red zone on the 19-yard line of Kingwood. Wilson, high snap, fake the handoff to Giddens, rolls to the left, 2 behind him. Wilson trying to work through it. Look at the speed by Wilson. across the 15 down to the 14-yard line. Boy, it looked like Wilson was going to go down near the 20. He turned on those rockets under his feet and picked up some yardage. 2nd down and 5 coming up for the Hornets.
Yeah, nice run around the left side by A.J. Wilson. I mean, he looked to throw the ball, nobody open, tucks it, and picks up nice yards. And, boy, he had Jacoby Crawford, number 0 from King, chasing, who finally brought Wilson down.
Cam Cole to the right side is part of a 2-receiver package. One down to the left is Carson Fuller, the senior wide receiver. Also out there is Justin Butcher. Justin Butcher will now join Fuller on the left side. So 2 to either side on the left hash, 2:57 to go. 2nd and 5 from the 14. Wilson in the gun, takes the shotgun snap. Rolls to the right, one chasing him. Throws over his right shoulder, corner, touchdown! Oh, baby, what a strike thrown by A.J. Wilson to Trey Taylor, and the Hornets find pay dirt.
Nice play by the Hornets, right? They get a good field position. They take advantage of it. A.J. Wilson rolls to his right, hits his wide out perfectly in the corner. That O-line for the Huntsville Hornet gave A.J. Wilson the time he needed, and those boys up front were excited.
Trey Taylor, 15 yards or so for the strike, and that is a trophy case touchdown. The trophy case, your destination for awards, custom gifts, apparel, and more. Get your spirit gear for the Hornets at the trophy case. And here's that MRC Creekside extra point. And before it goes, we've got a timeout. We'll take it with them for 30 seconds. We'll be back in a moment on the Hornet Nation Broadcast Network.
This is BJ McMichael, Minister of Students and Outreach at University Heights Baptist Church. I'm a proud 1993 Hornet graduate and 1998 Bearcat graduate. Here at University Heights, we cultivate people who make Jesus known by the lives we live and the conversations we have. This happens through 3 primary relationships: relationship with God, each other, and the world. We have some exciting next-gen ministry opportunities for all our birth through 12th grade Hornets and future Bearcats. Our weekly schedule and worship times are available online at uhbc.net or through our UHBC apps. Sting 'em Hornets and eat 'em up Cats.
Our friends back at it. Rob Hipp alongside Brian Adams. 2:47 to go here. Hornets trailing 28-6. The MRC Creekside extra point kick coming up here in just a few seconds. Brian, that's the life that this offense needed. The defense set it up. The offense came back and took care of business.
Yeah, that was a great way to put some points on the board by A.J. Wilson. They're going for 2 here.
And this one is whistled. Flags fly before that one even got off. We'll see what the call is here, Brian.
Prior to the snap, ball start on the offense, number 75. 5-yard penalty, retry.
Well, that's good. I mean, because the ball was snapped through A.J. Wilson's hands. So basically, it's going to push the ball back 5 more yards. They're going to keep A.J. Wilson and the offense out there. Try to pick up 2 points and make the score 28-8.
Wilson, high snap, rolls to the right, throws, no, tucks back under to the 20, now throws, left corner end zone, incomplete. And it will remain 28-6 with 2:47 remaining here in the second quarter.
Well, I like going for it like that. I mean, again, King has 28 points. You punch one in. I mean, why not go for 2 to try to make it a 20-point game? But as you said, Rob, the pass was unsuccessful, so now King is fixing to get the ball with 2:47 left in the first half.
Appreciate Jeffrey Carver joining us. We did get the score up there. We're trying something new tonight for those of you watching on the Hornet Nation Broadcast Network. With all the things going on, Brian, we didn't have the score up there. We just had the down and distance. I didn't even catch that before we went on, so thank you to that, Jeffrey. That's why we appreciate our audience. By the way, that Hornet fan text line is now open. You can text us at 512-522-9105. Again, that number 512-522-9105. Let us know who you're cheering on tonight. And even though we broadcast for the Hornets, we want to welcome in those CE King fans as well. So 8th possession coming up here for Kingwood. Again, they're leading 28-6. Christian Avilar set to kick this one away from right to left from his own 40. One back to receive at the 5. Avilar running up to the ball, right toe to leather. This one on its way. Nice booming kick by Avilar into the end zone. And we'll go ahead and keep it right here as we keep rolling.
Yep, so the Hornet defense comes back out. You know what? They are starting to play physical football. I mean, the first quarter, there was just no physicality whatsoever by the Hornets, and C.E. King had their way. But, man, the second quarter, boy, you could see the defense for the Hornets start putting some hits on some guys, starting to kind of fluster the offense of C.E. King. It was that's Hornet football.
I may have said Kingwood a couple of times, Brian. I didn't catch myself there, man. C.E. King, thank you for that. 28-6 your score. C.E. King will get things rolling here, leading 28-6 from their own 25, moving from left to right. Broussard in the gun at the 20 and tried to fake the handoff, and the defense slamming him down, and his helmet popped off at the last moment. How about that for Gerald Wembley? Is he had a little bit of pay there coming from this Green Swarm defense.
Well, we were just talking about it, man. They're starting to play physical football, and Troy Joseph, senior D-line, number 40 for the Hornets, just blasted the QB there for C.E. King.
And you can see him there. He's still had his helmet off. He's going to have to come off for a play. That is a loss of 3, second down and 13 on the left hash mark. Broussard gets a snap, pass, left side, connects 30, and his receiver still on his toes, and not much past the 30, though. They'll give him forward progress up to the 31. Clock continues to run, 2:15 to go, to bring up third down, and about 4 or 5 here for C.E. King.
Critical play here for the Hornet defense with 2:05 left. If they can get a stop here and force King to punt the ball, the Hornets will have another chance to punch it in before halftime.
It's Mean Green trying to stop him again. 4 up front, third down, and manageable throw. First down, left corner. And it's caught at the 38-yard line. And after 2 possessions where the defense was able to stop right there, that receiver was open on the left side. And it'll be first down and 10 here for C.E. King on their own 38. Again, leading 28-6, 1:40 to go here in the Hit Solutions second quarter.
Yeah, nice pass there by Nehemiah Broussard there for King. Boy, he had a Hornet in his face and still completed.
Broussard in the gun, fake the handoff, pass over center, has him in, and it's out of his fingertips and incomplete. Boy, just about 4 more inches inside, and that would have been a 6 more on the board.
Yeah, wow, that was very close. Ran a post route and beat his defender and wide open. Broussard just missed him by, like Rob said, just a couple of inches.
Yeah, and guess who it was out there? It was D.K. Hammond, who's been the star so far tonight with a couple of big runs for scores and almost had one for a catch there. Second down and 10, 1:26 to go. C.E. King leading 28-6. They've got the ball on their own 38, moving from left to right. Broussard in the gun. Pressure coming from the Hornets. Handoff. No, Broussard will keep it here across the 40. Not much to the 39. That clock will run, but another third down coming up here for the Panthers.
Well, again, if the Hornets can get a stop here, they'll have a chance to bring the offense out before halftime. They've got to stop them. C.E. King did a great job converting on third down a while ago. They're going to get another opportunity right here.
So here it is, friends. Third down. We'll call it 7 from here. Broussard, empty backfield, chased by 2, set up the screen, pass goes. Running through defenders. He's got the first down, Brian. That screen worked for Gerald Wembley, and he was able to find some daylight across near the 50-yard line. They'll mark him down right at the 50.
Yeah, well, they executed it perfectly. I mean, that's how a screen pass is supposed to look. You draw the D-line in, you throw it over the top, you have a block out in front of you, and you pick up the first.
44 seconds to go here in this first half. First and 10 from the 50, moving from left to right. Broussard rotates to the right. 1 chasing, 2 behind him. Broussard don't see him. No matter, though. He's across the 40 down to the 32-yard line as he went through 2 defenders. And finally coming up with a tackle there for the Hornets, it was DeMarcus Williams, the freshman safety.
Well, you know what? It's Broussard, man, he had all kinds of room to run. And there's just the Hornets just here in the first half so far, Rob, not to be too critical, but they're not really tackling like we've seen them tackle in the first 2 ball games tonight.
Someone had sent a message earlier, just wanted to get to this. Number 25, I believe, that must be for the Hornets, saying Isaiah Boss Hog Collins. Let us know who you are who sent that, and I believe that is for the Hornets. 25, Isaiah Boss Hog Collins. I like it.
I like that.
Also some friends, Zachary K., the SHSU intern. Appreciate you guys. asking if we're ready for Central Arkansas. That's coming up next week. We're going to have the Hornets game next Friday, Brian, of course, hosting Rudder. And then we'll get up at about 5 or 6 and we'll hit the road. 7.5-hour journey to Central Arkansas. You ready for that, man?
I'm ready for that. That's going to be a lot of fun. Tell Zachary we will look forward to seeing them up in Arkansas and have a good time.
Let's get back to this one here at Panthers Stadium. 29 seconds to go in the first half. First down and 10 for C.E. King on the Hornet 32. Empty backfield, throw over his right shoulder at the 30-yard line. Through 2 defenders, here's Hammond again, powering his way. And inside the red zone, this young man has been unstoppable to the 17-yard line.
Yeah, you know what? That was just they set that up perfectly.
They're going to try to spike this ball, and they do here. And quarterback out there, Nehemiah Broussard, was trying to get to it quickly with 18 seconds to go. So they've still got some time to run a couple of plays here.
Yeah, so they're being, they've just offensively tonight, they've done an outstanding job, and then they've capitalized on some mistakes by the Huntsville offense, with the interception, the fumble. They put 2 touchdowns on the board real quick after that, so that put Hornets in a bind. But offensively tonight so far, man, Broussard and company are doing a good job.
Boss Hog is 25. That is on there. We appreciate you, Lisa Blackburn. Second down and 10. Pass coming, the pressure there, and Broussard, able to work out of that somehow to the right side across the 10, down to the 5, and finally drugged down with 7 seconds. They've got to hurry, Brian. They may not be able to get this one down. They did have a timeout, though, and they took it quickly. My goodness, I thought that Broussard was going to go down there in the backfield, and he was able to elude 3 or 4 defenders and get it all the way up to the 5.
Yeah, boy, he is just tough to bring down. He had 3 Hornets all over him, and he managed to escape that. Made a couple 2 or 3 moves, and just next thing you know, he's down on the Hornet 5-yard line. With 6 seconds remaining here in the first half, King is over here trying to decide if they're going to run a play, which I'm assuming they will. I mean, why wouldn't you, as opposed to trying to kick the ball? But, man, this is a big, big down here for the Hornets.
So 6 seconds remaining. It is 28-6, first down and goal from the 5, as the Hornets are all grouped up over there talking this one over. I want to welcome everybody into the Copeland Family Dentistry broadcast booth. Rob Hipp alongside Brian Adams. As it's been a tough one here out of the gate. The Hornets, though, starting to find a little bit of life as we go on through this one. But the story of this ballgame in this first half has been that senior running back, 6'2", 203, D.K. Hammond.
Running behind an average of 6'6", 300-pound O-line.
Yeah, and you talk about 7 or 8 D1 commits on top of that on this team. So tight formation here. Broussard rolls to the left, throws this one. Oh, man, just wide open touchdown right there on the A logo in the end zone.
Well, made it look easy. Rolls out to his left, throws it across the body. The wide receiver kind of runs a post across the end zone. Outpaces his defender and add another 6 points.
Threw that one right into the hands easily there on the play, and I think that went to Marquis Williams. So we'll call it a 5-yard pass to number 19, Marquis Williams. And the extra point kick coming up here in just a few moments. And that's tough when you go into the locker room, and that was as time expired. Here's the extra point kick through the uprights, and good. 35-6 is what the Hornets will have to climb back from after halftime. For now, though, we'll step aside. We'll take a break. When we come back, we'll have that Huntsville Hornet Military Marching Band and more. Stay with us as we get ready for the Northside Baptist Church halftime show here on the Hornet Nation Broadcast Network.
Joetta's Boutique knows all about fashion. We offer trendy and affordable styles, as well as timeless and traditional choices, with sizes ranging from extra small to 2X. We strive for excellence with our outstanding merchandise and friendly customer service. Please come and see for yourself. We're located inside Westhill Mall here in Huntsville, or you can shop on our website at joettas.com. And be sure and follow us on Facebook and Instagram. Joetta's Boutique, vintage and new, classy and glam.
TWFG and More Insurance has been proudly serving the Huntsville and Walker County area since 2003. TWFG is ranked #1 in Texas as an independently owned insurance provider for personal lines. Their independence affords them the freedom to shop insurance carriers and coverages that best suit their clients' specific needs. TWFG and More Insurance offers both personal and commercial lines, as well as life, health, and flood insurance. Call Ann or Waylon at 936-293-8121 or drop by at 1212 10th Street in Huntsville. At TWFG and More Insurance, their policy is scaring.
Huntsville ISD is the best place for children to be. We offer a full-day pre-K center to advanced career and college options, along with a variety of extracurricular activities and award-winning fine arts, band and athletics programs, an excellent child nutrition and bus transportation services, bilingual ESL and GT programs, special education services, and a career and technical education program that provides multiple certification and licensing options for students. Visit huntsville-isd.org. It's a great day to be a Hornet. We're building champions, everyone, every day.
Fire people driving from all over Texas to Wiesner Hyundai to get a real deal. And during Wiesner's September to Remember sales event, save even more. Get a 2021 Hyundai Elantra SEL, Sonata SE, or Tucson Value, your choice. 0% for 60 months. Get this 2021 Santa Fe SE 0.9 for 60 months. Get a real deal today. Buy for less at Wiesner Hyundai. Exit 87B, Wilson Road in Conroe, or WiesnerHyundai.com.
Check out America's best warranty, 10-year, 100,000-mile powertrain limited warranty, and the Hyundai Assurance Program today.
AB Square Self-Storage is your local go-to self-storage facility that can help give you the extra space you need. From non-climate and climate-controlled storage to parking spaces for your car, boat, trailer, and RV, they've got it all. AB Square Self-Storage has 24-hour computerized gate access, around-the-clock security camera monitoring, no long-term lease commitment, and convenient payment options. Give them a call today at 936-755-5000 or reserve your space online at www.ab2selfstorage.com. AB Square Self-Storage is a proud sponsor of Huntsville Hornet football. Sting 'em Hornets.
This is the Huntsville Hornets High School Football Halftime Report, sponsored by Northside Baptist Church. Here's Rob Hipp and Brian Adams.
All right, friends, welcome back. Rob Hipp alongside Brian Adams. We'll try to go down to the field. We did get a feed finally from the stadium here. The audio quality has not been that great. That's why we had our own microphone down there that we no longer have, Brian. The microphone that we had. I heard it in someone's pants too, man. But you live and you learn, man. You know, so it's all good, man. You know, so let's try to go down to the field and see if we can't hear the band. I don't think we're going to be able to, Brian. That audio quality that was fed to us just isn't that great, and we apologize because we always want to highlight our kids in the band. Just tonight, we're not able to do that, so we apologize for that. But, Brian, as we start halftime here, 21 seconds to go, or 21 minutes to go. Before they move pretty fast. 21 minutes to go before we get started in the third quarter. Huntsville trailing 35-6, just has not been the start that Huntsville wanted. Finally, though, the defense starting to find a little bit of life as they forced a couple of punts, but then that last drive, as time expired, C.E. King found a way to get in the end zone. Brian, just your thoughts in this first half of play.
Well, you know, fortunately, football is such a game where you get to have two halves. So they're going to go in at halftime, and the coaches are going to pull the guys together, and their position coaches, and they'll have the chalkboard out, the video out, all that kind of stuff, and try to regroup. You practice all week long with a game plan. The game comes about and things happen. You got to change the game plan around and things like that, and that's what the Hornets will do. But one thing they've got to stop doing is making mistakes, and they made a ton of mistakes in the first quarter and part of the second quarter as well. But then as the game kind of went along and it started winding down towards halftime, you could see, Rob, that the Hornets that we know real well started coming out, and they started being very physical, putting some hits on these guys, getting the ball back. Offense started looking good, but you got to play sound football, man. When you're playing a team like C.E. King with as good as they are, they don't need any help whatsoever. So you've got to maintain the ball, no turnovers, play clean, and you've got to eat up the clock, move the chain, and score.
That's exactly how it goes. Under 20 minutes to go here. For now, we'll step aside. We'll take a break, and when we come back, we'll talk more about that first half. Don't go anywhere, folks, as we continue the Northside Baptist Church halftime show. 35-6 the score. C.E. King leading Huntsville on the road tonight. We'll be back in a moment right here on the Hornet Nation Broadcast Network.
Halftime is an anticipated part of any game. We get to see the mighty Hornet military marching band. The team goes to the locker room. The coaches make corrections and tweak the game plan. And then it's back to the gridiron to finish the task and fight to get the mark in the win column. Church is a halftime for the soul. You can stretch. You can be refreshed. Friends, we will never change the game plan because Jesus is the same yesterday, today, and forever. There's only one plan. It starts with Jesus and ends there. I'm Reagan Cooksey, pastor of Northside Baptist Church. Are you listening?
First Financial Bank knows how important a person's vehicle can be.
My SUV is perfect for taking clients to properties and me to the golf course.
My pickup hauls work supplies all week and the family on weekends.
My hybrid helps the environment and my fuel bill.
If you're ready for a new vehicle, talk to First Financial. We offer loans at competitive rates with fast local approval. My 4x4 works hard, but plays even harder. First Financial Bank. You first. Member FDIC.
Shopping for something sporty and great on gas? Make Bill Fick Ford your first and last stop. Turn heads and fill up less often with a sporty, fuel-efficient Ford crossover. Bill Fick Ford is also your headquarters for the built tough Ford F-Series trucks, including the all-new 2021 Ford F-150s. Bill Fick Ford. No bull, just good deals. And customer satisfaction comes before any sale. Bill Fick Ford on I-45 South in Huntsville or online at BillFickFordHuntsville.com.
Did you know there's a place where you can get good neighbor service and surprisingly great rates on home and auto insurance? Yep, State Farm. Diana K. Barnes is your State Farm agent in Walker County for service you deserve at the price you want. Diana K. Barnes has you covered. Call 936-295-2686 for surprisingly great rates. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there. Individual premiums will vary by customer. All applicants subject to State Farm underwriting requirements.
TWFG and More Insurance has been proudly serving the Huntsville and Walker County area since 2003. TWFG is ranked #1 in Texas as an independently owned insurance provider for personal lines. Their independence affords them the freedom to shop insurance carriers and coverages that best suit their clients' specific needs. TWFG and More Insurance offers both personal and commercial lines, as well as life, health, and flood insurance. Call Ann or Waylon at 936-293-8121 or drop by at 1212 10th Street in Huntsville. At TWFG and More Insurance, their policy is caring.
All right, friends, welcome back. Rob Hipp here at halftime. Thanks for joining us. We apologize. Normally, we would let you enjoy the sounds of the Huntsville Hornet Military Marching Band, but that feed that we have tonight here, just not able to get that audio to you, so we apologize for that. But we'll quickly go down again. It's 35-6, CE King in control here on their home field tonight. And the only score in this ball game, Brian, for Huntsville, came back, I believe it was on their, well, I'm trying to go back here. It was their 8th possession all the way back in the second quarter at the 2:47 mark. It was Trey Taylor from A.J. Wilson. And, we'll get to that here in just a little bit. But that's been all it's been so far tonight, Brian.
Yeah, it's been all CE King tonight. And, they got a very talented team. I mean, as we said, they got 7 guys that are D1 commits already. And their O-line, their average height across the O-line, folks, is 6'6".
Wow.
And their weight is 300. So you're talking any college at any level would love to have guys that size blocking for them. So far it's been all CE King, and there's been some bright spots for the Hornets, but there's been some turnovers and some things like that have really cost the Hornets big. And, again, CE King doesn't need any help whatsoever. So the Hornets need to come back in the second half and just regroup, come back and play Hornet football. And a lot of football left, Rob. They're not out of it yet.
No, they're not. And, again, that only score, as I mentioned earlier, it came from A.J. Wilson to Trey Taylor. At that point, Huntsville still looking for some points on the board. We'll go back to that play call here just a few moments ago. It was there with 2:56 remaining. Here's that play call from the first half. 2:57 to go. 2nd and 5 from the 14. Wilson in the gun, takes the shotgun snap. Rolls to the right, one chasing him. Throws over his right shoulder, corner, touchdown! Oh, baby, what a... And that was the play again, A.J. Wilson to Trey Taylor, of course. That is brought to you by our good friends at Hook's Family Farm. And, man, I'm telling you, jellies, preserves, maple, blueberry syrup, variety of pickles. Find them on Facebook and at the downtown Huntsville Farmers Market every Saturday from 8 to noon. Also delivering, call 936-581-6044 and have all of that good stuff delivered to your door. Again, that is Hook's Family Farm. There with that scoring drive recap on that play just a little early. And, Brian, we're going to go to it here, man, from the booth, as it may be kind of hard to see this tonight, but Miss Ashlyn hooked us up again. And how about this tonight, Brian? Get over here, Brian. You going to dig into this tonight, or who is it going to be, man?
Man, no, I think it's your turn tonight. But let me tell you, folks, these jams and jellies and the things that Ashlyn brings is just phenomenal. Unbelievable. I think it's your turn tonight, Rob.
Jalapeno jelly, strawberry jalapeno, and then she brought us some corn muffins. and she's got them all labeled. So, again, please go like Hook's Family Farm on Facebook, and I'm going to dig into these in a little bit, but I'm going to pass them out to the guys up here. They may be hungry. I think TJ was it Melton? Melton was up there, and TJ earlier. I think they want to bite of this.
Eyeballing him. I saw Melton.
Yeah, I see him over there. So we'll take a break here in just a few moments. 13:30 to go at halftime. When we come back, we'll talk more on the Northside Baptist Church halftime report. Stay with us. This is the Hornet Nation Broadcast Network.
Halftime is an anticipated part of any game. We get to see the mighty Hornet military marching band. The team goes to the locker room. The coaches make corrections and tweak the game plan. And then it's back to the gridiron to finish the task and fight to get the mark in the win column. Church is a halftime for the soul. You can stretch. You can be refreshed. Friends, we will never change the game plan because Jesus is the same yesterday, today, and forever. There's only one plan. It starts with Jesus and ends there. I'm Reagan Cooksey, pastor of Northside Baptist Church. Are you listening?
First Financial Bank knows how important a person's vehicle can be.
My SUV is perfect for taking clients to properties and me to the golf course.
My pickup hauls work supplies all week and the family on weekends.
My hybrid helps the environment and my fuel bill.
If you're ready for a new vehicle, talk to First Financial. We offer loans at competitive rates with fast local approval. My 4x4 works hard, but plays even harder. First Financial Bank. You first. Member FDIC.
I got it, friends. Rob Hipp alongside Brian Adams as we continue the Northside Baptist Church halftime show. 12 minutes before we get things going again here in this third quarter. Brian, been a tough one so far tonight. Again, Huntsville trailing 35-6 in the final game before we get underway in district action. That coming up next week. So we'll see, man. You know, Coach has a good way of talking to these young men. Still plenty of times. We've seen many of comebacks in the years. This is going to be a tough one tonight, but don't ever count these Hornets out.
Never count the Hornets out whatsoever. I mean, this Hornets, for years and years, these Hornet football teams have been just tough as nails and know how to win football games. So I don't expect anything other than the same type of play out of these kids tonight. But, you know, they're going to have to start fast, and they're going to have to put points on the board quickly, and that defense is going to have to figure out a way to stop that run. And then when they stop the run, they're going to have to start looking for that pass, because that's another thing C.E. King's done a real good job at. They've done well running the football, which has brought in the linebackers, brought in those DBs, and then all of a sudden they fake that run, throw over the top. Man, they got guys wide open, so they've done a good job. But the Hornets, like you said, Rob, they're still in it.
Again, season presented by our good friends at First Financial Bank. First Financial Bank, you first. As we go over the scoring drive recaps here, brought to you by Hook's Family Farm, and we'll talk about C.E. King. They got things started on, and of course, Brian, I was down there. We missed a couple of minutes there in the first as we were trying to find some things. But C.E. King came out. They scored, I believe, on their first opening possession. And then for that, they go back to the second possession and scored there. And then you go down to the third possession as C.E. King started that drive from their own 22-yard line. It was a drive capped off by that 36-yard touchdown run by Gerald Wembley. That young man has been a force at that point with 1:46 to go in the third. The Panthers of C.E. King leading 14-0. Huntsville had to punt on their ensuing drive that ran into the second quarter. The fourth possession for Kingwood, it was another touchdown. This time, a drive that started on their own 19. You go down 81 yards, capped off by the 71 yards, capped off by the 4-yard touchdown run. This time it wasn't Wembley, it was Hammond who started to make a name for himself. And that was at the 10:42 mark. At that point, it was 21-0. C.E. King looked like they would be running away with this one. On the next possession for Huntsville, they start on their own 32. They go for a fake punt. C.E. King, the Panthers, read that one like a picture book. That gave them excellent field position starting on the Hornet 34. That drive capped off by a 39-yard touchdown pass to Britt McKinney, the senior wide receiver. And with 9:40, it absolutely looked like C.E. King was in the driver's seat and would run away with this one 28-0. The Hornets on the next possession, they had to punt. We saw 4 punts in a row there by Huntsville and C.E. King going back to back to back to back. Huntsville on that 6th possession of punt, Kingwood, the defense for the Hornets, finally showed up. They stopped the drive for Kingwood that started on C.E. King. I keep saying Kingwood, Brian. For C.E. King that started on their own 40. Huntsville had to punt on their next possession, and then C.E. King, they had that one punt that went behind them, and Huntsville started with great field position on the 19-yard line inside that Murray Insurance and Financial Services Hornets red zone. That was that play that we heard just a few moments ago. It was a 15-yard touchdown pass into the hands of Trey Taylor with 2:41 to go in the second. Hornets finally got on the board 28-6. Then on the 8th possession, the final drive of the first half for C.E. King, they started on their own 25. They go down 75 yards, a touchdown pass, and I believe it was around a 5-yard touchdown pass to Marquis Williams, and that is where we stand at 35-6. Brian?
Yeah, I mean, so there you go, folks. I mean, that's what the Hornets have to overcome in the second half, and the Hornets are going to be on defense as they come out to start the third quarter. So that is their opportunity. As I was saying earlier, the defense for the Hornets started showing some signs of life. They were starting to get aggressive and really putting some hits on C.E. King. They need to start where they left off, put some hits, get the ball back. A.J. Wilson needs to do what he does best. I mean, if there is nobody open downfield, use your legs, man. Find the gap, move the chains, do what you do, and you know what? It ought to be a completely different second half.
35-6, we stand. 7:47 remaining here on the Northside Baptist Church halftime show. As, again, we do have that fan text line open tonight. Feel free to send us a text message to 512-522-9105. Again, 512-522-9105. We'll step aside. We'll take a break. When we come back, we'll try to go down to the field to Carlos Zimmermann, who's been on the line with us tonight. We'll get his thoughts and more. Stay with us. This is the Halftime Show on the Hornet Nation Broadcast Network.
Halftime is an anticipated part of any game. We get to see the mighty Hornet military marching band. The team goes to the locker room. The coaches make corrections and tweak the game plan. And then it's back to the gridiron to finish the task and fight to get the mark in the win column. Church is a halftime for the soul. You can stretch. You can be refreshed. Friends, we will never change the game plan because Jesus is the same yesterday, today, and forever. There's only one plan. It starts with Jesus and ends there. I'm Reagan Cooksey, pastor of Northside Baptist Church. Are you listening?
First Financial Bank knows how important a person's vehicle can be.
My SUV is perfect for taking clients to properties and me to the golf course.
My pickup hauls work supplies all week and the family on weekends.
My hybrid helps the environment and my fuel bill.
If you're ready for a new vehicle, talk to First Financial. We offer loans at competitive rates with fast local approval. My 4x4 works hard, but plays even harder. First Financial Bank. You first. Member FDIC.
All right, friends, welcome back. Rob Hipp live from Copeland Family Dentistry broadcast booth. We're here at halftime, 6:06 to go as we continue this one here from C.E. King at Sheldon ISD Panther Stadium alongside Mr. Brian Adams. We'll go down to Carlos Zimmermann. Carlos, your thoughts on that first half? Been a little bit tough here for the Hornets. Carlos, you got us.
Yeah, I got you, Rob. Sorry, I was up in the concessions trying to find myself a water. But, yeah, no, it wasn't a great first half for Huntsville. But, you know, like I said earlier, I've seen bigger comebacks from even better teams. So you got to – or even worse teams than that. So you got to think, you know, the Huntsville is still in it. But what they got to do is they got to find a way to stop this run. This ground game is so good from C.E. King. And they knew that going in, so they got to make some adjustments here coming out of the locker room. And if they don't, this will be Kings to win, and Huntsville will be 2-1. But, you know, we have faith that the Hornets can hang in there and get this thing back.
Well, Carlos, appreciate you down there. Of course, we always try to go to Coach Southern at halftime. We opted not to do that on this one just because of the score, and I know that Coach wanted to hurry and get to the locker room. But what has been just kind of the attitude down there? You've been on the Hornets sideline. What has that attitude been like throughout this game so far?
Well, it hasn't been great. You see it's just a bunch of sullen faces, and you expect that with a kind of game like this and with the way the Huntsville Hornets, they carry themselves as a team. That attitude will need to change, though. I mean, they need that to happen. And the only way that happens is that if you were able to stop them on defense, stop that run, and then get something going on offense. Saw a glimpse of that at the end of the second quarter. And it's always tough to, you know, give up a touchdown going into the locker room. So they have a big hill to climb. But the attitude, it's not great right now, but I think it can change if the game starts to change.
All right, Carlos, appreciate you. We'll check in with you throughout the third and fourth quarter, hoping for a turnaround here as we have 4 minutes to go before we get things started in the third. 35-6 your score. C.E. King in the driver's seat. We'll be back in a moment. We'll have wrapping up the Northside Baptist Church halftime show. We'll have kickoff coming up here before too long. Stay with us. This is the Hornet Nation Broadcast Network.
Halftime is an anticipated part of any game. We get to see the mighty Hornet military marching band. The team goes to the locker room. The coaches make corrections and tweak the game plan. And then it's back to the gridiron to finish the task and fight to get the mark in the win column. Church is a halftime for the soul. You can stretch. You can be refreshed. Friends, we will never change the game plan because Jesus is the same yesterday, today, and forever. There's only one plan. It starts with Jesus and ends there. I'm Reagan Cooksey, pastor of Northside Baptist Church. Are you listening?
First Financial Bank knows how important a person's vehicle can be.
My SUV is perfect for taking clients to properties and me to the golf course.
My pickup hauls work supplies all week and the family on weekends.
My hybrid helps the environment and my fuel bill.
If you're ready for a new vehicle, talk to First Financial. We offer loans at competitive rates with fast local approval.
My 4x4 works hard, but plays even harder.
First Financial Bank. You first. Member FDIC.
This has been the Northside Baptist Church Huntsville Hornets halftime report. Stay tuned for more Huntsville High School football on KSAM.
Springtime is here, and that means the start of busy season. Between kids' activities, grocery shopping, and getting your oil changes, the last thing you need on your list is a stop at the bank. At CSCU, we want you to bank happy, which is one of the reasons we offer video banking. With video banking, you can chat face-to-face with a CSCU team member about your account, whenever and wherever it's most convenient for you. Visit cscutx.com and click on Launch Video Banking today. At CSCU, we want you to bank happy, spend smart, and live well. Member NCUA. Membership eligibility required.
COVID-19 rapid testing is now available at TexPress Urgent Care in Huntsville. No symptoms are needed. Now you can get tested even faster and get your results back faster too. Not sure which test is right for you? TexPress Urgent Care is happy to help. For more details, call 936-570-2626. No appointments are needed. Walk-ins only. TexPress Urgent Care Clinic, located at 193 I-45 South. Check their website at TexPressUrgentCare.com and visit them on Facebook. That's TexPress Urgent Care next to Sports Clips in Huntsville.
Fat Boys Pizza, chicken bacon ranch, buffalo chicken, barbecue chicken, margarita chicken. Oh man, it's so good. Loaded baked potato pizza? Yeah, Fat Boys Pizza. You've never tasted pizza this good? Get out of your comfort box and tease those taste buds. Fat Boys Pizza in Riverside. Try those delicious wings. Or how about the Fat Boys Delight dessert with butter, cinnamon, sugar, and cream? Check out Facebook.com/Fat Boys Pizza Trailer. Or make the short drive up 19 in Riverside. Fat Boys Pizza proudly supports the Hornets. Sting 'em!
All right, friends, back at it here. Rob Hipp alongside Brian Adams. Brian, been a tough first half, and I know we're wrapping up the Northside Baptist Church halftime show here live from Sheldon ISD Panther Stadium. But again, hoping the Hornets, that offense, can come out here and play strong coming up.
Yeah, I mean, they're going to have to. I mean, they got themselves in a pretty big hole, and it started off early, Rob, really. You had a couple of turnovers that turned into 2 quick touchdowns by C.E. King. And then, the running game. I mean, that 6'6", 300-pound average O-line, and then you got a 6'2" running back that's almost 220. I mean, that's like Eric Dickerson. For anybody who remembers that guy, I mean, he was all-world. So they are tough. Make no mistake about it. But towards halftime, kind of late in the second quarter, you start seeing signs of life with their defense. Hornets started getting some good hits, got the ball back. A.J. Wilson was able to punch it in. So a lot of football left.
Matt Long was out last game with an injury. Jalen McClain is out with an injury. So you got to start thinking about those injuries. How much of a role are they playing? And then we saw Calvin Simmons with an injury in the first half of this game. Now, Matt Long and Jalen McClain, they were out last week. They're still going through some injury. They didn't play at all last week. But now Calvin Simmons, that's a pretty big blow for your team, and hopefully he'll be back out there. Well, I'm not sure.
Jaden Griffin also.
Yeah, that's right.
Went out on a stretcher. And you know what? Our thoughts and prayers are with him. And you're right, Rob. It's just, it's been a tough first half.
Hooks Family Farm. How about this little cornbread guys here with that jalapeno jelly? I'm not going to eat it because my mouth will be full. But, Ashland, thank you. As we'll get back into action here in 30 seconds, we'll have the third quarter coming up in kickoff. Stay with us, friends. This is the Hornet Nation Broadcast Network.
Shopping for something sporty and great on gas? Make Bill Fick Ford your first and last stop. Turn heads and fill up less often with a sporty, fuel-efficient Ford crossover. Bill Fick Ford is also your headquarters for the built tough Ford F-Series trucks, including the all-new 2021 Ford F-150s. Bill Fick Ford, no bull, just good deals. And customer satisfaction comes before any sale. Bill Fick Ford on I-45 South in Huntsville or online at BillFickFordHuntsville.com.
This is the Hornet Nation Broadcast Network. KSAM Huntsville, your hometown radio station.
All right, friends, welcome back. Rob Hipp alongside Brian Adams here in the Copeland Family Dentistry broadcast booth as our eyes will get readjusted to the darkness up here. We have to keep those lights off because we're behind the glass tonight for those of you watching on video. But, Brian, here's a critical thing because Huntsville, they receive the opening kick. They will kick off here trailing 35-6 as we get underway here in this University Hotel third quarter.
Yeah, big opportunity for the Hornet defense to make a statement early. And the kick is underway.
We are go here for third quarter action. Avilar booms it out of the end zone yet again. And C.E. King will have it for the 9th time tonight, the first time of this second half, first down and 10. As we'll keep things right here, we know how fast they get back onto the field.
Well, Gerald Wimberly, for C.E. King, that's that 6'2", 215-pound running back we were just mentioning. I mean, he's coming out, and, again, this big O-line, for C.E. King, what a quarterback and a running back's dream to have big guys like that blocking for him. So it's up to the Hornet defense to get a stop, get A.J. Wilson and company back out on the field.
They will start here from their own 25-yard line, 12 on the clock here to start this University Hotel third quarter. Leading 35-6, Broussard in the backfield, in the gun, one back to either side, hands off here to the left side, not much of an area to run for Gerald Wimberly, who was a force in that first half. Maybe a gain of 1 up to the 26.
Well, I tell you who's having a really good ball game tonight. That's number 50 for the Hornets, their defense, Fedeen. Man, in on the stop there, only allowing them a yard pickup.
That brings up second down and 9. C.E. King from their own 26. Favoring the left hash mark, moving from left to right, 2 receivers down to the right, 1 up top. Hornets showing blitz. They back off, pass, leaves 1 open on the left side. That catch is caught at the 35, down to the 40, and across to the 42-yard line. You saw that right side of the Hornet defense showing pressure. That left that receiver open up there on the left side.
Yep, to your point, there was a safety blitz there by the Hornets. He goes in for the blitz. The underneath opens up. C.E. King read it perfectly. Nice pass, nice catch, and they're moving the chains.
It is first down from the 42-yard line for the Panthers of C.E. King. 11:08 to go here as we get underway in the third. Handoff goes to Holden, breaking his way through. Powerful run to the 30 on the right side. 20, down to the 10, 5, caught the angle, touchdown. 60 yards on that run for that young man, Hammond, who just cannot be stopped tonight.
Well, they've done it all night. So, unfortunately for the Hornet defense, they had a good first snap, first play of the third quarter, and after that it was all C.E. King.
Call it 57-yard run there by Hammond. Oh, my goodness. This is a much improved C.E. King team from a year ago, a 6A powerhouse. They are ranked number 25 in the state in 6A. Huntsville ranked number 4 in 5A. The extra point kick here from the 10 through the uprights and good. 42-6 with 10:56 to go. We'll step aside and take a break. The University Hotel third quarter continues when we come back.
On the campus of Sam Houston State University is the historical University Hotel. It's a heartbeat away from the campus center, Bauer Stadium, the Don Sanders Baseball Stadium, and the Sam Houston Memorial Museum. Dignitaries from all walks of life have been here. But the hotel hosts your special events like graduation, holiday parties, or professional gatherings. Come stay, come visit, come see the University Hotel at Sam Houston State University, shsuhotel.org.
COVID-19 rapid testing is now available at TexPress Urgent Care in Huntsville. No symptoms are needed. Now you can get tested even faster and get your results back faster too. Not sure which test is right for you? TexPress Urgent Care is happy to help. For more details, call 936-570-2626. No appointments are needed. Walk-ins only. TexPress Urgent Care Clinic, located at 193 I-45 South. Check their website at TexpressUrgentCare.com and visit them on Facebook. That's Texpress Urgent Care next to Sports Clips in Huntsville.
Little pooch kick to start things here for C.E. King. And, Brian, I think that they may have fell on it. It bounced right off the numbers of a Huntsville Hornet, and it is Panther football. Unbelievable.
Yeah, well, when it rains, it pours, and it's pouring on the Hornets right now. And that's just, man, you know, I think they got caught off guard. Lack of attention there by the kick return team, and C.E. King's going to come back out on offense.
I'm not sure if that was Trey Taylor on there, but that will give it to C.E. King. And, boy, they're just going to try to pour it on now. Bring up the 10th possession here for C.E. King. They will start this on the Huntsville 35-yard line. Whistles fly, and it may have been a false start before we get underway.
Yeah, that's, I think, the call.
It is a false start on the offense. It's called there on Ivan Gallegos, the 6'3", 280-pound offensive line, the junior. And that's more of those big bodies that you've been talking about tonight, Brian.
Yeah, and he's the smallest one. It's 6'3", 280. So just unbelievable.
They bring up first down and 15 for the Panthers. They're on the Hornet 40 right hash mark, 10:53 to go, 42-6 in the driver's seat here on their homecoming night. Broussard in the backfield, gun over center, has a receiver. It is caught inside the 10-yard line. That's another first down and inside the red zone.
Well, that play has worked for them all night as well. You got Broussard just kind of running down and just throwing. He's basically just running a deep post route, and he's getting in front of the DB, and every time he's in front of that DB, that ball hits him right in stride, and it's worked every time tonight.
Brett McKinney, we've seen his name several times. First down and goal from the 8. Broussard, low snap, handoff right side. Through 2 defenders, Hammond dives forward, loses the ball in the end zone, but they're going to call him down at about the 3-inch line. Second down and goal here for C.E. King. D.K. Hammond. Boy, what a night he's had.
Yeah, boy, he's had an outstanding night tonight.
And he absolutely lost it right after he went down. So second down and goal here. Ball on the 1-yard line. Broussard, one back to either side. Handoff. Hammond, and he is stopped at the goal line. He will not get in. Is that mean green defense holding him?
Well, what a nice play there by that defensive front four. I mean, that's when you're talking that ball is on the goal line, and to stuff them, nice play there by the defense.
9:33 remaining here in the University Hotel. Third quarter. Third down and goal from the 1. C.E. King leading 42-6. And that ball actually moved a little bit off the 1 now, Brian. A little bit of late substitution coming in here. Some confusion as Tyrone Cypress runs onto the field. Tight formation on the right hash mark. Under center Broussard. 4 up front for the Hornets, trying to power through. And, boy, just ran right in like it was nothing there. Tyrone Cypress, who just got into the game.
Checked into the game, took the handoff, and walked in untouched. Wow.
It's about an 18-inch run right there for Cypress. Made it look way too easy.
Well, you can tell this is a good football team the Hornets are playing tonight. I mean, again, Hornets 5A Division II playing a 6A team, but again, this is something that the Hornets are used to, and but tonight is just so far it's just not been their night.
9:04 remaining here in the University Hotel third. The extra point kick attempt. Hold down, kick up on its way, and that one through the uprights and good. 48-6, taking advantage of Hornet mistakes as the Kingwood C.E. King Panthers leading this one. We'll step aside. We'll take 1 minute on the Hornet Nation Broadcast Network.
On the campus of Sam Houston State University is the historical University Hotel. It's a heartbeat away from the campus center, Bauer Stadium, the Don Sanders Baseball Stadium, and the Sam Houston Memorial Museum. Dignitaries from all walks of life have been here. Let the hotel host your special events like graduation, holiday parties, or professional gatherings. Come stay, come visit, come see the University Hotel at Sam Houston State University, shsuhotel.org.
Did you know there's a place where you can get good neighbor service and surprisingly great rates on home and auto insurance? Yep, State Farm. Diana K. Barnes is your State Farm agent in Walker County for service you deserve at the price you want. Diana K. Barnes has you covered. Call 936-295-2686 for surprisingly great rates. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there. Individual premiums will vary by customer. All applicants subject to State Farm underwriting requirements.
Back at it, friends. Rob Hipp alongside Brian Adams from the Copeland Family Dentistry broadcast booth. Hornet football made possible this season by our friends at First Financial Bank. Here's another short kick from left to right by the Panthers. Fielded at the 20, to the left side, up near the 25-yard line. Justin Butcher, a short return. Huntsville has their work cut out for them, trailing 49-6 with 9 minutes straight up here in the University Hotel, third quarter.
Rob, we want to take a minute and thank some of our sponsors. AB Squared Self-Storage Facility, your local go-to self-storage facility, and our good friends over at Copeland Family Dentistry, wonderfully made, and Hook's Family Farms, jellies, preserves, maple syrup, blueberry syrup, and variety of pickles. Find us on Facebook and at downtown Huntsville's Farmers Market every Saturday from 8 to noon. We also deliver. Call 936-581-6044 and have all that good stuff delivered to your door.
Mike Jones! He can even get it delivered too, man. Just call her up. 49-6, 9 minutes to go here in the third. Huntsville trying to find some daylight. Wilson in the gun. One back to either side. Two receivers to the right. Butcher down to the left. And a little bit of a confusion here as Huntsville has to call a timeout. We'll go down to Carlos Zimmermann down on the field. Carlos, two more quick scores for C.E. King. And they're in the driver's seat. What are you seeing down there, Carlos?
Well, I mean, I was talking with a couple people here on the sideline, Rob, and really at this point, it's a lost game at this point. It's tough. C.E. King, very good program. At this point for Huntsville, really the mindset is, all right, let's just finish this game out. Let's finish strong, and let's get ready for Rutgers next week and get ready for district.
Appreciate you, Carlos. We'll check in with you, of course, throughout the rest of this night, and we will try to get a post-game interview if we have a moment. We'll make it quick, though, of course, but we still got a lot of time here. 9 minutes to go in the University Hotel third. First down and 10 for the Hornets. They're moving from right to left on that left hash mark, trailing 49-6. Wilson will stand in the gun at the 21, back to either side, two receivers to the right, one lone, a Hornet down to the left. Wilson will hand off here, and trying to get back to that original line of scrimmage was Matthew Tatum, and I think he may have lost a yard or two. He's back to the 24.
Yeah, that defensive front four there for C.E. King just got off the ball quicker than that Hornet O-line did, and just nowhere to run.
8:40 and ticking here in the third, 49-6. Hornets trail, second and 11 from their own 24 on the left hash mark. Two receivers to the right, one Hornet all by himself down to the left. Wilson stands in the gun at the 19. Handoff here to the left side. Running back knocked up by two C.E. King players, and again, maybe just back to the original line of scrimmage. So the run game has been almost non-existent here tonight. That time it was Jawan Giddens, who had a big game just a week ago. Not too much here, though, tonight.
Yeah, no, it's the run game is not done real well tonight. The passing game is not done real well. Offensively they struggled, and defensively they struggled. I mean, they're playing a great team. But again, I mean, come out here and let's play for everything you're worth. And, you're getting beat pretty good. But, man, every time you're out there, you're doing the best you can.
One receiver to the left, one up top to the right. Here in the eye is Wilson under center. Fakes the handoff, passes right side, and once again overthrows his intended receiver. He's looking for Cam Cole. And, Brian, that connection, and I'm just going to say it, they've got to work on that because we have seen that connection miss time and time again this season.
Yeah, we have, and every time we see him miss like that, Cam Cole had two steps on his defender. He was open. You got to have a little bit of touch. It's not all about seeing how far you can throw the football. I mean, you got to understand, you got to kind of visualize in your mind where that wide receiver is going to be and just let it go. But you're right, Rob. There's been several plays like that this year where the ball's been overthrown on some open wide receivers.
Justin Butcher down to the left side, joining another receiver. Two up top to the right. 4th down and 11. Huntsville's going to go for it here from their own 24. It's Wilson. I would look for the punt here, and it does. A little pooch punt by A.J. Wilson. It'll take a drop, keeps on rolling. How about this for the Hornets as it will bounce from the 43 down to the 27-yard line. We'll take that one. That play worked out for him. And with 7:26 to go, we'll step aside for 30 seconds here in the third. We'll be right back in a moment on the Hornet Nation Broadcast Network.
Shopping for something sporty and great on gas? Make Bill Fick Ford your first and last stop. Turn heads and fill up less often with a sporty, fuel-efficient Ford crossover. Bill Fick Ford is also your headquarters for the built tough Ford F-Series trucks, including the all-new 2021 Ford F-150s. Bill Fick Ford. No bull, just good deals. And customer satisfaction comes before any sale. Bill Fick Ford on I-45 South in Huntsville or online at BillFickFordHuntsville.com.
Start from his own 27 to start this thing here, left to right. Handoff up the middle to the 30-yard line. A gain of 3 on first down. 7:18 to go in the University Hotel third quarter. C.E. King 49-6 Huntsville.
Yeah, look like Tyler Pomeroy there for the Hornets in on the tackle. Nice play there to make the stop, and that's something they've been needing to do all night long.
It is DeJean, a receiver down to the right side alongside his teammate Britt McKinney for the Panthers. One receiver up to the left. 6:55 to go here in the third. 2nd down and 7 for the Panthers. We got a new quarterback out there as well. Broussard no longer out there as quarterback. We'll get that here in just a few moments. QB in the gun. We'll hand off to the running back here. That quarterback, by the way, is Jesse Shelton Jr. And Jesse Shelton with a handoff to his running back and only up to the 31-yard line. Brings up 3rd down and a long 6 here for the Panthers.
J.T. Kroll, the sophomore defensive lineman for the Hornets, in on that stop. Nice tackle there by that young man. Great opportunity here for the Hornets.
Sophomore quarterback. 2 receivers will line up to the left, 1 down to the right. It's 3rd down and 6 from the 31. As the Hornets showing some pressure, 5 up front, the flags fly, move them back 5.
Well, what you have when you start, when you got such a lead like this on a team, coaches start bringing the second guys, and they don't get a lot of playing time, and they'll therefore make a lot of mistakes.
Look to see who that was. It was the center that flinched there. We saw it on the Walker County Federal Credit Union instant replay. 6:01 to go here in the third quarter. Brought to you by University Hotel. It's now 3rd down and 11 for the Panthers, leading 49-6 here in the third. The ball backed up now. Their own 25.
Busted play.
Shelton trying to move through traffic, and he has to pay for it at the 30 as he was swarmed by a host of Hornets. 4th down punt coming up here for the Panthers.
Yeah, the new quarterback in for C.E. King looked one way, the running back went the other way. He was kind of in no man's land. Great defense there by the Hornets. Should get the ball back in really pretty good field position.
Boy, like I said, he had to pay for that one. So the defense doing their job. It's going to be up to the offense. They've got to find their way, eke back into this one. Brian, I know it's 49-6, but anything's possible.
Yep, you never stop playing hard.
One back to receive here for the Hornets is Justin Butcher. Stands on the 36. The punt will occur from around the 19 for C.E. King. Right toe. This punt, nice, booming, spiraling, Matt McRobert-esque type punt there. And it's finally dropped to the 26-yard line.
No doubt. Man, what a good punt.
If you don't know who we're talking about, that is the Bearcat punter from Sydney, Australia. He's the old man on the team at 25, Brian. He said that, not me.
You're the oldest at 25.
Good young man.
Yep, double masters. Great young man.
Well, Huntsville will start this possession. 4:57 to go here in the University Hotel third from their, I guess they'll call it their own 30. Oh, they'll set it back. Still trying to see where they're spotting this, Brian. It looks like their own 26-yard line. Clock up there is off. This one, a handoff to the left side up near the 30-yard line. A gain of about 3 or so brings up 2nd down and long at the 29.
Yep, Justin Butcher just simple handoff around the left side. Try to find some running room. Not much there.
2nd down and 7. Wilson under center, rotates, pitch back over the left side to Butcher. Butcher across the 30, and he's drilled right between the numbers. In between the numbers and the left hash mark. And that's a hard-fought gain back to the original line of scrimmage. No gain.
Well, here's one thing I noticed, and it's the quarterback coming out in me. It was a toss there to Butcher. And when you toss to a running back, you've got to toss it out in front of them and lead them. That toss was behind him. He had to turn and catch it. And by the time he did that, the defense was on him. I mean, you've got to do a better job with your fundamentals.
Bring up 3rd down and 7. 2 receivers to the right. From the 29, Wilson will fake the handoff. Now has to run with 2 chasing him. Wilson throws this one over the right side. Cam Cole up. Oh, did he catch it at the 35? Oh, mama, what a catch by Cam Cole.
Nice catch by Cole. Runs his route all the way across the field, a deep post pattern. A.J. Wilson rolling to his right, throwing the ball downfield. Cole goes up at the highest point, brings it down. Great play.
Take a look at that for those of you on the video on the Walker County Federal Credit Union instant replay as it went right over his right shoulder. Wilson making that connection. Now in the flats, back to Cole. Cole dodging through one defender and down near the first down marker just moments ago was a Moke attorney at law first down, and he's close to another one here. They're actually, they're going to mark him down at the 29. I thought he was near, about the 26.
Well, he must have stepped out, but let me tell you what, Cam Cole is getting better. Every week he comes out here and he's getting more and more balls.
Type formation on the right hash mark now. 3:41 to go. 2nd down and 10 for the Hornets on the 29 of C.E. King. Wilson under center, rotates to the right, throws to the left, up too high. Boy, he had Jawan Giddens wide open.
Wow, that was a touchdown waiting to happen. I mean, oh my goodness. A.J. Wilson rolling to his left. It's a tough pass for a right-handed quarterback rolling left. You got to square up your shoulders, and Giddens was all by himself about the 15-yard line, and you got to get it to your receiver.
It's incomplete. 3rd down and 4. They'll stay in that type formation on the right side. Hornets on the C.E. King 29. Wilson under center. Pitch sweep goes over to Butcher on the right side. Butcher's got the first down across the 25. Inside to the 23. It's a Moke attorney at law first down for the Hornets.
Moving the chains. I mean, that's just fundamental football. Is an offense. Move the chains. Do what you got to do. Make some big plays, and everything will work out.
Hornets will stay in that same formation. Butcher will line up in the eye. Wilson back there under center. 2 receivers to the right. This time fake. Pass flat. Cam Cole right side. 30. Down inside the 15. Cam Cole coming alive here on this possession. Cole, they'll mark him officially at the 16-yard line with 3:15 to go here in the University Hotel 3rd quarter. Hornets trying to find some life here, trailing 49-6. They're inside that Murray Insurance and Financial Services red zone. Same formation again. Wilson under center, backs in the eye. Handoff, left side. Butcher spinning around and leaping across the 10-yard line. It's a Moke attorney at law first down at the 9.
Nice run there by Butcher off the tackle and had a nice, he had a big open lane. And that's the first time tonight, Rob, I have seen that kind of run out of the backfield.
Butcher will give him the Moke attorney at law first down. It's 1st and goal now from the 9 as we look at it on the Walker County Federal Credit Union instant replay. One back to either side. Now they'll switch up the formation. Wilson in the gun. Snap back, fake pass. Rolls to the right. Throws this one away. Boy, and every time Wilson's been in that situation tonight, he has just had so much pressure on him, and it's thanks to those big defensive backs that are able to break through that offensive line and put the pressure on him. That's something we didn't see last year too much with this Huntsville Hornet team, but they also haven't gone up against these big guys in a long time.
Well, that's true, too. And you know what, again, what a great test. I mean, you're fixing to go into district play. And Coach Southern has always done this, and I admire him for doing it. I mean, you don't want to play some team you know you're going to roll. You want to play some tough competition, and, man, they got it tonight.
Trey Taylor down to the left as part of a 2-receiver package, 1 to the right. It's 2nd down and goal from the 10. Wilson in the gun. Stutter steps to the right side, throws over center. This one incomplete. Flags fly. That's pass interference.
Cam Cole slow to get up. He was the intended target on that. Was double covered. Looked like the ball was thrown kind of behind him. His flags fly. It's going to be pass interference against King.
Yeah, and I'll be honest, Brian, I looked at it there on the Walker County Federal Credit Union instant replay. It didn't look like much, but we'll take it. Will Hicks was in the area. It will be a first. Well, it'll move the ball up. It will reset it here. Should be first down now. 1st and goal from the 2. Wilson in the gun, trips this time to the left. Jawan Giddens, the running back, behind him. Wilson will stand in the gun on around the 7. Snap goes. Giddens, no, it's Wilson. Rolls to the left, trying to find the end zone. Oh, and he leaps up, and he's just right back to the original line of scrimmage. Boy, great defense right there by C.E. King.
Boy, C.E. King has got an attacking defense. They can come downhill and crash that line, and, man, they've done that all night long.
Yeah, you got to talk about the credit to Eric Adams, the senior defensive back. That is a 6'0", 168. And offsides, though, here against the Panthers. And so it don't matter anyways. We'll just redo first down, Brian.
Yeah, well.
I didn't see the flag.
I didn't either until right there at the end. But, the Hornets got to punch the ball in. There's just no other way around it.
2:09 to go here in the University Hotel third. It is first and goal from the 1. Wilson under center trying to plow behind, and that Panther defense slammed him back. A loss of 1 on the play. My goodness, they just put up a brick wall, and you saw the big man come up there beating his chest, as he should. Kamard Kimball, 6'1", 290.
And we got another Hornet down. Big offensive lineman, number 74 for the Hornets, Trey Garrett. Slow getting up.
Trey down there sitting up. And Trey may have a little stinger down there. We'll go ahead and step aside for 30 seconds. We'll be back in a moment on the Hornet Nation Broadcast Network.
Hi folks, this is Jack at Adams Furniture. You know, furniture today is hard to find, but at Adams Furniture, we have a whole store full of furniture. We've got the sofas, the sectionals, the recliners, lazy board gallery. We've got the mattresses, bedroom suites. You buy it right off my floor. You see it, you buy it, we deliver it. We've got a whole store full. We've got warehouses full. Remember, that's Adams Furniture at 75 North and 10th Street, or shop online at shopatadams.com.
Back at it, friends, live from the Copeland Family Dentistry broadcast booth. Good to see the Hornet player there walking back on his own accord, Trey Garrett. And he appears to be okay. Just a little bit of a stinger down there. He will head over to the sidelines, though, and that'll bring up second down and goal. Loss on that previous play, though, back to around the 2-yard line. So 1:48 remaining here in the third, 49-6. Hornets trailing, but they're trying to find a little bit of light here before they head into the fourth quarter. So Wilson will line up in the gun here. Giddens right next to him, standing near that hash mark on the left. Now Giddens rotates to the right. Low snap, Wilson over center, up too high. Bounced around and incomplete. He was going to Butcher. And boy, you thought there for a moment if the handoff would have went to Giddens, he had a wide open lane on the right side. But that was a design play over center.
Yeah, it was. To fake it up the middle and have Butcher come in at his slot position. One of the things, you got to have a little bit of touch on the football when you're only 5 yards away from your receiver. I mean, you can't smoke that thing in there. Got to have a little touch on the ball.
Here it is, third down and goal from the 2. The Hornets desperately wanting to punch this one in. Lining up on the left side is Seth Carroll. He's normally a defensive lineman. Here's Wilson, throws over center. This one intercepted. You have got to be kidding me. Intercepted.
Yep, well, it's been the night for the Hornets.
Second interception of the night for Wilson. He was trying to go over center, thread the needle. Had a wide open player, and he was going to Butcher, and I see King defensive lineman just came in right in front of him. I mean, Butcher was open, but at the last moment, we'll look at that again on the Walker County Federal Credit Union Instant Replay. At the very last moment, Brian, he snuck in. And I know for the radio audience, you can't see this. We've got it on the Hornet Nation Broadcast Network with video. Right at the very end, slipped in and was able to get that.
Yeah, that's unfortunate. I mean, especially when you got the ball down on the 2-yard line. I mean, that's just, you got to punch it in. I mean, that's, but again, that's been the story of the night for the Hornets here.
C.E. King will start this from their own 20, moving from left to right in a commanding 49-6 lead. Receiver Malachi Bowles will line up to the left side, all by himself, one down to the right. Looks like Nehemiah Broussard is back in there at quarterback now. We saw a few plays with Jesse Shelton. With 1:31 to go here in the third. Hornets with 4 up front. They'll back off. And Broussard will keep it here. Only a gain of 2 to the left side in between the marks and the numbers, up to the 22-yard line.
Yep, Tyler Pomeroy again on that tackle, doing a nice job on the end over there, junior linebacker, and they just got to continue doing these good plays.
Second down and 8 from the 22. Broussard, left side, has a receiver open. 2 Hornets on him, spinning around, though, and getting the first down after the yards after the catch. Up to the 32-yard line on the left side. That pass caught by Malachi Bowles. That'll move the chains. 46 seconds and ticking here in the University Hotel third. 49-6. C.E. King well in front. Broussard in the gun. After a delayed handoff to his back, and he'll power his way across the 35 near the 36-yard line. Brings up second down and long for the Panthers of C.E. King. Well, Brian, you and I have off tomorrow. Rare Saturday off. We need a little bit of rest after this one, my friend.
Yeah, but I think next weekend they're going to pay us back.
Yeah.
So, which is a good thing. So, that trip to Arkansas, man, is going to be early morning Saturday.
That'll tick down 5-4, 3-2, 1, and that will do it for the University Hotel third quarter. We'll have the Daiquiri BB Abbey Realty fourth quarter coming up when we come back. Stay with us. This is a Hornet Nation Broadcast Network.
This is Daiquiri Beebe with Abbey Realty. Communication is key when it comes to a successful real estate transaction. Putting my clients first and helping them through the entire process is my passion. I know the neighborhoods in our community and those who live in them. I serve and volunteer with numerous organizations because I value Huntsville. You may have seen the Say Yes to Huntsville interviews or read my articles in the paper. I'm Daiquiri Beebe with Abbey Realty, and I'd be honored to be your next real estate professional.
This is B.J. McMichael, Minister of Students and Outreach at University Heights Baptist Church. I'm a proud 1993 Hornet graduate and 1998 Bearcat graduate. Here at University Heights, we cultivate people who make Jesus known by the lives we live and the conversations we have. This happens through 3 primary relationships: relationship with God, each other, and the world. We have some exciting next-gen ministry opportunities for all our birth through 12th grade Hornets and future Bearcats. Our weekly schedule and worship times are available online at uhbc.net or through our UHBC apps. Sting 'em Hornets and eat 'em up Cats.
Back at it, friends. Rob Hipp here as we switch gears. The Daiquiri BB Abbey Realty fourth, as C.E. King will now move from right to left on a second down, and not much there on the left side. Bring up, well, they gave it to him. It was a first down. Only needed a few. Got there. First down here for the Panthers.
The good thing, if you're looking for some positive news, is you got some guys out there playing now for the Hornets that don't get a lot of playing time. And that experience is going to help them down the road. And so, that's always a good thing.
11:40 to go here in that Daiquiri BB Abbey Realty fourth. C.E. King moves from right to left. Little pitch sweep over the left side across the 40 near the 35. And mark him down about a yard short on that left side. And, Brian, I just want to call this out. Even after the way the score is, just unbelievable sportsmanship down there. The sophomore defensive lineman, J.T. Kroll, helping up some players from C.E. King. His team trailing 49-6, but that just goes to show the character of these guys and what Coach Southern and his staff instills in these Hornets.
No question about it. The culture Coach Southern has instilled in these Hornets is just amazing. I'm glad to see it. Reminds me of the old school Hornets back in the day.
5 up front, make it 6 now for the Hornets as they'll show a little bit of pressure here. 2 behind that on a second down and 8 from the 44 on their own side. It's quarterback here to the right side, and Shelton was chased on that right side, picked up a couple on the play, still short of the first down. It'll bring up third down and long just inside the 50 at the 49 as the Panthers go from right to left, leading 49-6 with 10:35 to go.
Well, you know what? We're in the fourth quarter here, and the Hornet defense is still out there putting some hits on them. I'm loving what I'm seeing. I mean, you never throw in the towel. Of course, Hornets don't know anything about that, but they are still putting hits on and playing aggressive.
They'll back off the pressure here, now back with 4 up front. 10:16 to go here in the third. A little bit of maybe communication here with the Panthers over to their coaching staff. They got to hurry here, down to 8 on the play clock. I don't know if they're aware of it. Down to 5. They're still just taking their time here. 4, 3, 2, 1. That's going to be a delay of game. And the flag will fly, and the Panthers will go back. I just don't think they were ready for it. Jesse Shelton down there, the sophomore quarterback, was not in a rush at all.
Nope, and that's that's on the quarterback too. That's some of his responsibilities. Keep an eye on that play clock, and anytime it ticks below 5 seconds, man, you better get that play off.
9:50, counting down, 3rd down and 9 here for the Panthers. 4 up front for the Hornets, showing blitz on the left side. Now one coming up from the right, backing out of it. Pass over, center. This one deep down the field, and it is well overthrown, incomplete at the 20-yard line. Brian, I would say a lot of that came thanks to that pressure coming up front, and it was incomplete as Shelton was looking for his receiver, Aiden Grimble.
Yeah, we've seen a lot of blitzes here in the second half that we haven't really seen all year long. And, man, it's worked out well for him, here in the second half. I mean, I like to see the safety blitz, bring a linebacker, overwhelm that offensive line, that very talented offensive line of C.E. King, and it's done well for the Hornets.
Justin Butcher set back to receive a punt here. It is 4th down and 8 for the Panthers on their own 44. This punt barely gets away. Another hand was in the face, and Butcher will not have a chance to return this one. It'll take a bounce as it rolls back into Hornet favor to the 36-yard line. My goodness, it looked like it was going to drop about the 25, took a big bounce, and the Hornets will have good field position here to try to find a little bit of rhythm to close out this game, trailing 49-6.
Yeah, no question, Rob. We want to thank some more of our sponsors. Hartfield Floors, personalizing your events since 1957. And Mocha Mocha Attorneys at Law for your estate planning, real estate, and business law needs. Call Mocha Mocha Attorneys at Law, serving Huntsville since 1971. And MRC Creekside, a healthy living senior community. And Murray Insurance and Financial Services, an agency you can trust.
We haven't seen too many of the Frank Oliveira's Pinnacle Realty hard hits of the game. There's been a couple of them. 1st down and 10 for the Hornets from the 36. New quarterback in there. Handoff goes here into the hands of Kyron Lee, the junior running back. And
there you go.
Yeah, the forward progress for Lee was all the way up to the 36, and he got pushed all the way back down to the 20. You go back 16 yards, and flags fly late at the end of that one. A bit of a late hit there. Boy, I'll call that a late hit. It threw him back, Brian, 16 yards.
Well, okay, yeah, so even C. King, they got their reserve players out there too, and they're wanting to play and be aggressive and show out and everything else. But you got to be smart, and when the play is done and the whistle blows, you don't push your opponent down because that's going to cost you, and it did.
Moving all the way to the 50 now for the Hornets, left to right. Quarterback in there for Huntsville is Travis Tester. Tester, the handoff to Giddens on the right side. Giddens finds the angle, 50-45 down to the 40 almost. Out of bounds on that right side. So good to see Travis Tester, see him on the baseball field, here on the football field as well. 5-yard gain to the Panther 45.
What a great block by big number 72, Micah Roberts for the Hornets. I mean, big block that sprang that running back over to pick up the yardage that he did. Good job there, Micah Roberts.
Carson Fuller, receiver down to the right side. Giddens, for the moment, lines up in that running back spot. He'll be part of a 2-back package to the right of Travis Tester, another back to the left. 2 receivers up top, 2nd and 5 from the 45. Handoff Giddens, finds the hole, lowers his shoulder, and he is close to the 1st down. I think he's got it at the 40. That's a Mocha Attorney at Law, 1st down for the Hornets.
Yep, I believe they're moving the chains. I like it. That's just kind of off-guard run there. Picks up the 1st down in fundamental football. Just pick it up, move the chains.
It's the 2nd time this season that we have seen A.J. Wilson pulled out of the game. And I think just early on may have just got a little bit in his head. He'll work through it. He's a leader on this team. Tester out there, 1st and 10 from the Panther 40, moving from left to right. Tester throws this one. It's tipped away. That one could have been picked off as the big number 7 on that play, Levante Johnson, 180 defensive sophomore back at 6'2", got a hand on it.
Yep, Trey Taylor, the tight end for the Hornets, running a curl route, and Tester just threw it behind him a little bit. Fortunate that ball wasn't picked off.
And I want to welcome you into the Copeland Family Dentistry broadcast booth. Rob Hipp alongside the former Hornet, Brian Adams. This season presented by our good friends at First Financial Bank. First Financial Bank, you first. 2nd down and 10 for the Hornets from the Panther 40, 8:22 to go, trailing 49-6. Handoff here to the left side, back to the original line of scrimmage, in between the 40 and that left hash mark. Not much there. Brian, hoping that the Hornets can find some pay dirt here on this drive. They need it. They only had that one score in this ball game, and One of those games where you just need some points here to kind of put your head back into it a little bit going into next week.
Yeah, it's a little self-confidence. Punch it in. And, again, just learn from the mistakes you made tonight and better yourself. Get ready for district play.
Kyron Lee, junior running back to the right. Juwan Giddens to the left. Here is the fake handoff. Tester rotating, throws left side. Did he catch it in bounds? Nope, it's incomplete.
Oh, my goodness. What a great throw by Tester, though. I thought he was in bounds. Tester rolls out to his left. He's a right-handed quarterback, throws across his body. And it looked like the wideout for the Hornets.
Kyron Lee down there, wasn't it?
Yeah.
No, Carson Fuller.
Carson Fuller looked like he had caught that football in bounds.
Now brings up 4th down and 10 here for the Hornets from the 40. Tester, empty backfield, throws left side. Oh, man, this one going and, oh, baby, was it caught at the 10? Nope, it was incomplete. Turnover on downs for Huntsville. I thought they were going to find some life there, and it was a nice pass by Tester, just couldn't connect, incomplete around the 20.
No, deep flag route over there down by the 10-yard line, and the ball was a little bit out of bounds. You got to keep it in bounds, keep it in play, give your receiver a chance.
13th possession coming up here for C.E. King. 7:33 remaining in the Daiquiri BB Abbey Realty fourth quarter. They'll start this drive on their own 40, moving from right to left, leading 49-6. Start out of there, of course, Jesse Shelton, the quarterback. One back behind him, one receiver to either side on the right hash mark. Shelton, the handoff goes to that back, and the turf monster got him there for Tyrone Cyrus, I beg your pardon. Cyrus to the original line of scrimmage. That may give him a loss, and Cyrus down for on that right side. Thought he had a little bit more, but he lost a few on the play. We'll go ahead and step aside here for a timeout. We'll be back, and we'll be back here in 15 seconds on a University Heights Baptist Church timeout.
There are times in every game when a coach calls a timeout so his players can rest, recover, and refocus. Here at University Heights Baptist Church, we want you to take that same approach when it comes to the game of life. Take a timeout and spend time with Jesus. He can help you rest, recover, and refocus.
Hometown proud, Hornets strong. KSAM is your hometown radio station.
Welcome back, friends. Rob Hipp, Brian Adams, live inside the Copeland Family Dentistry broadcast booth. Copeland Family Dentistry, wonderfully made. Brian Moore sponsors helping to make our coverage here, presented by First, that's my old bank, First Financial Bank. They don't even exist in this area. First Financial Bank, we appreciate them. Brian, over to you.
Yeah, absolutely. You want to thank Climatech Secure Storage, the ideal place to keep your belongings safe and secure in the trophy case. The trophy case is your destination for awards, custom gifts and apparel, and much more. Get your Hornet Spirit gear at Trophy Case. Frank Oliveira's Pinnacle Realty. Bring it home. Hornets in University Heights Baptist Church, cultivating people who make Jesus known through the lives we live and the conversations we have. And Huntsville Hornet Quarterback Club, Feel the Sting.
Feel the Sting. Well, the Hornets tonight feeling the sting unfortunately, on the opposite side. They'll try to regroup and get back to business to start district play next week. They're trailing in this one 49-6. A teaching moment, though. We always try to look at the positive side.
Sure.
It's going to be a lot of teaching moments here for this Hornet team and a young squad. 7:21 to go. Second down and 12 for C.E. King. The Panthers leading 49-6 from their own 38 on that right hash mark. Jesse Shelton, the quarterback, stands in a gun. Has a back behind him, one receiver to either side. They'll finally whistle this one back in. Boy, for a minute there, I thought we were in a media timeout. We don't have media timeouts here in high school football, at least on a night like tonight. And Jesse Shelton takes the shotgun snap, hands off to his back. Good wrap up there as the running back gets it across the 40 to the 41. But nice defense there by that mean green Hornet defense.
Yeah, the defense here in the fourth quarter has done a really good job stopping C.E. King. And they're running up the middle, which they were so successful in the first half. And, again, right before halftime, you can see the defense get aggressive and start making some good hits, and they've continued to do so throughout this second part of the game.
Third down and a long 9 for the Panthers from their own 41 on the right hash mark. 6:37 to go here in the ball game. In this Daiquiri Baby Abbey Realty fourth quarter. Just running a lot of clock here now. Shelton In the gun, handoff to his back, and bouncing through defenders, spinning around, and a nice little pickup here of a few by Dennis Wilhite, the 180-pound junior running back, standing at 5'10", still well short of the first down. He got it up to the 47, and we'll see if they go for it here on 4th down on a short 3. Looks like they will.
Yeah, again, number 26, Tyler Pomeroy, in on that tackle. We've called his name a lot here in this fourth quarter, and I like to see that aggressive play by that young man. Again, that aggressive play, man, makes everybody else want to be aggressive and just works well.
5:52, clock ticking here in the Daiquiri BB Abbey Realty 4th. Brian, this is unfamiliar territory for the Hornets, of course, last year going undefeated. And just a little gut check here tonight. And now the keeper here by Shelton on the left side. And the Hornet defense read that one, said, you're not going to do that to us anymore tonight. Nemo Winfrey coming up with the tackle. And the Hornets will have it back on offense here and a chance with 5:34 to add a little bit on the board, trailing 49-6. Good defense effort there on that possession.
Yeah, let's thank some more of our sponsors, Rob. We want to thank Hitt Solutions. We bring you home in the University Hotel. The University Hotel is located in the heart of Huntsville and on the beautiful and historic campus of Sam Houston State University. Enjoy the convenience and comfort of on-site accommodations for visits with family members, athletic events, as well as conferences, meetings, seminars, or special events. Visit shsuhotel.org. And Daiquiri BB Abbey Realty, Huntsville real estate expert, Adams Furniture. We beat big city prices, and Bill Fick Ford, no bull, just good deals.
Ball on the 46-yard line for Huntsville of C.E. King, trailing 49-6, 5:34 to go. Tester remains quarterback under center, fumbles the snap, and falls back onto it, a loss of 1.
Well, again, that's not uncommon either. You know, you got your backup quarterback in with the backup center, and they don't get a lot of time taking snaps, and sometimes there's a problem with the exchange, as we just saw right there.
Haven't had a whole lot of messages come in tonight. Normally we have a barrage of them. Our good friend Harvey Vanacek joining us from Galveston. Appreciate you, Harvey. Good to hear from you tonight.
Yep, thank you, Harvey.
5:07 to go. Tester rolls to the left, fakes the handoff, passes to the right. Wait, oh, this one may have almost been caught. Brian, I think Butcher was out of bounds. We've seen good passes by Travis Tester, but they've been out of bounds, leading his receivers just a little bit too much. I like the effort, though, and Butcher hauled it in, but he was out of bounds.
Yeah, nice strong throw there by Tester. A great catch by Butcher, but, man, again, your timing's off just a little bit again because you don't get a lot of playing time. You got to keep the ball in play.
Under 5 minutes to go here in the fourth. 3rd down and 11 for Huntsville, trying to move the chains here. It hasn't been a night where we've called the Moke and Moke attorney at law first down much. Tester under center, I formation behind him. Fakes both handoffs, looking, passing over center. Way up into the air, and this one overthrew Butcher. Butcher nowhere close. That time it was just up for grabs. Like an old jackpot game, and it came down and nobody won. 4th down and 11 coming up for the Hornets.
Well, the Hornet offense is going to stay out there. Why not? Give Tester and that offense another opportunity to get a first down. And again, Rob, you nailed it. It's a good teaching moment tonight. I mean, this is going to help the Hornets. Believe it or not, this is going to show them that they need to work harder, study more film, do the things necessary to be that winning team.
Butcher down to the right. Giddens also joining him up to the left. One receiver, Tester on 4th and 11. Stepping back, Tester looking, throws over center. This one is broken up and incomplete to Jawan Giddens. He would have had the first. That would have been a hard one as he was slammed to the ground.
It looked like it may have gone in and out of his hands, but, man, he took a heck of a shot there to jar that ball loose.
Take a look at it on the Walker County Federal Credit Union instant replay, and, boy, yeah, he got a little tripped up. It looked a little – in real time, it looked a lot worse than it was. Turnover on downs for Huntsville for the 2nd straight possession. And the 14th possession of the night for C.E. King. They will start this one on the Hornet 47. Or beg your pardon, on their own 47. Brian, there's phrases that people use a lot, and I say beg your pardon a few times. I'm going to look that up, you know.
Beg your pardon?
Yeah, beg your pardon. You know, people say things, don't realize it here. 1st and 10 from the 47. A little cross misdirection handoff across the 50, and the forward progress will bring it up to the 48-yard line. 4:35 remaining, 49-6. C.E. King on their home field leading here with 4:30 to go.
Well, as we look across the field, it's fun to see those Hornet faithful still in the stands rooting for the Hornets and watching these young men compete. And, again, they're giving it everything they have.
Teaching moment for the Hornets, teaching moment for us tonight. 4:10 remaining. Always got to look at the positive in every situation, Brian, and that's what's going to happen after this one. Coach is going to be tough on him. He's going to talk to him. You can see the crowd there. For those of you watching on a video, and the Hornet faithful remaining here. On a 2nd down and 5 from the 48. Handoff over to the left side. And right behind the line back to the 49. So actually a loss of 1 on the play. Bring up 3rd down and long. We'll see if this defense can hold them. You just want to give your offense one more opportunity to try to put it in the end zone.
Yep, no question about it. And, they're going to have an opportunity, looks like, if they can hold them right here.
We'll try to have a very quick interview with head coach Rodney Southern at the end of this one. We're not going to ask him much. I know that he'll want to talk to his kiddos and get on the road and get back to Huntsville and talk about this one, then put it behind him and move on to next week. 3rd down and 6 for the Panthers. From the Hornet 49, low snap, handoff to the running back, lowers his head. Had to play a little ping pong there, plinko if you will. Got it up to the 45, still too short of the 1st down. I would expect them to go for it again here on 4th.
Yep, they're going to go for it here on the 4th, and you know what? This is a big opportunity for this young defense sitting out there to get a big stop, get their self-confidence up, and turn the ball over, give it back to the offense.
Jadarius Smith at the front of that line. J.T. Kroll, the sophomore, is there on that right side. Devin Allen, he's a senior. And on your defensive end, saw Seth Carroll come in and play an offensive play earlier in this game. Here it is, 4th down and 2, 2:23 remaining, blitz coming. Handoff goes, and how about that for the defense? They stop them on 4th down.
There you go. I mean, that's, that is a great job by that defense, and I see those young men run off the field. They're excited. They know they did a good job by stopping C.E. King there. Take those little victories, build on them. Next week in practice, learn from your mistakes from tonight, and as you said, Rob, move on and get ready for district play.
Hornet offense will quickly run back onto the field. We haven't had much time to break here. So 4 possessions in a row now, 2 each for Huntsville and C.E. King of turnover on downs. 14th possession here for Huntsville, trailing 49-6, 2:16 to go in the Daiquiri BB Abbey Realty final frame. Tester under center, 2 backs behind him. He'll hand off to one of those backs as he spins his way on the bottom of the Panther logo. A hard-fought gain of 3 up to the 48-yard line on the right side.
And boy, that was an old-school Hornet offensive formation there with the fullback and the tailback. And handing off, man, with the fullback leading the way. That is what we used to run in the mid-'80s.
Brian, Seth Carroll's back out there on the offense. On the left side of that line, helping out on the offensive side. Here's Tester, a little pitch sweep to the left side, and the Panthers read that one.
That is what you call 50 flip.
Well, we can, flip that back the other way. It just goes back to the original line of scrimmage, a loss on the play, the 45.
But again, that's those some of the offensive formations we used to run back when we were under center all the time. Nowadays, you rarely see quarterbacks under center. So it's good to see some of that old football come back.
Cam Cole to the right side. As a receiver, of course, be lined with Carson Fuller. Nobody up to the left. Tester under center. The eye, 2 backs behind him. 3rd down and 11 from their own 48. Tester will roll to the left, throws this one up, and, oh, baby, that one may have been caught. Oh, he was caught out of bounds again, Brian. We have seen great passes. That one went to Seth Carroll. We've seen great passes from Tester, but they've all been out of bounds.
Yeah, that's been 3 that have been great, strong throws, great catches too, but they're about a yard out of bounds, and that is never going to work.
Looks like the final chance for the offense to find something here. 4th down and 11 from their own 44. 55 seconds remaining in the game, trailing 49-6. 2 receivers to the left, 1 down to the right. Tester this time in the gun. Sets a man in motion. Tester stepping back to the 36. Being chased here, rotates to the right. Tester throws right side up, and this one is almost picked off, and it's incomplete at the 45. He was going to Cam Cole, and the Hornets will not get another score in this ball game. So the Panthers should be able to come in here and just take a couple of knees and call it a night.
Well, they've had a great night. Make no mistake about it. C.E. King is undefeated, going to stay that way. And, again, they got some D1 guys that are already committed to play football. They got some very talented kids on that football team, and I expect them to go a long way in the playoffs.
We do. It would be a tough night. That's the way the story will be written in this one. Much different from a year ago. 46 seconds remaining. A turnover on downs for Huntsville in the 15th, and more than likely the final possession of the night for C.E. King will take place on the Hornet 44. As they go from right to left on the right hash mark, first knee is taken. We'll have one more.
Well, it's you're right. Coach Southern's not going to be happy. The players aren't happy. I mean, they know what they did tonight, and but again, use it as a learning moment and get prepared for next week.
Speaking of learning moment, our good friend B.J. McMichael from University Heights Baptist Church, he said the phrase, "I beg your pardon," is used in polite speech to apologize when one has done something impolite or has made a mistake. I beg your pardon. It can be used to show that one is annoyed or offended by something. That boy isn't very bright. I beg your pardon. We appreciate you, BJ. Final knee taken. Clock will tick down. We'll put this one in the record book. We'll learn from it, and we'll move on. 49-6, your Huntsville Hornets fall for the first time. You go back about a year and a half now for the Huntsville Hornets, besides the playoffs, of course. And that is where it sits tonight. We'll step aside. We'll take a break. We'll wrap this one up quickly when we come back. This is the Hornet Nation Broadcast Network.
This is Daiquiri Beebe with Abbey Realty. Communication is key when it comes to a successful real estate transaction. Putting my clients first and helping them through the entire process is my passion. I know the neighborhoods in our community and those who live in them. I serve and volunteer with numerous organizations because I value Huntsville. You may have seen the Say Yes to Huntsville interviews or read my articles in the paper. I'm Daiquiri Beebe with Abbey Realty, and I'd be honored to be your next real estate professional.
So I'm here with Clint Mack from Wiesner of Huntsville. What would you say to someone who has never been to Wiesner of Huntsville?
Come try the experience for yourself. We do things different here. We're a very relational business. We're not a transactional business, and we want to make you feel like you're part of our family.
Is there a Wiesner difference or a Wiesner experience?
There is. It'd be honesty and integrity. We've stood by that, and we are going to continue that in a world that doesn't necessarily live by those rules.
Well, you've heard from Clint Mack at Wiesner of Huntsville, and if you haven't tried Wiesner of Huntsville, go do so. You'll be glad you did.
Shopping for something sporty and great on gas? Make Bill Fick Ford your first and last stop. Turn heads and fill up less often with a sporty, fuel-efficient Ford crossover. Bill Fick Ford is also your headquarters for the built-tough Ford F-Series trucks, including the all-new 2021 Ford F-150s. Bill Fick Ford. No bull, just good deals. And customer satisfaction comes before any sale. Bill Fick Ford on I-45 South in Huntsville or online at BillFickFordHuntsville.com.
TWFG and More Insurance has been proudly serving the Huntsville and Walker County area since 2003. TWFG is ranked #1 in Texas as an independently owned insurance provider for personal lines. Their independence affords them the freedom to shop insurance carriers and coverages that best suit their clients' specific needs. TWFG and More Insurance offers both personal and commercial lines, as well as life, health, and flood insurance. Call Ann or Waylon at 936-293-8121 or drop by at 1212 10th Street in Huntsville. At TWFG and More Insurance, their policy is caring.
First Financial Bank knows how important a person's vehicle can be.
My SUV is perfect for taking clients to properties and me to the golf course.
My pickup hauls work supplies all week and the family on weekends.
My hybrid helps the environment and my fuel bill.
If you're ready for a new vehicle, talk to First Financial. We offer loans at competitive rates with fast local approval.
My 4x4 works hard, but plays even harder.
First Financial Bank. You first. Member FDIC.
AB Square Self-Storage is your local go-to self-storage facility that can help give you the extra space you need. From non-climate and climate-controlled storage to parking spaces for your car, boat, trailer, and RV, they've got it all. AB Square Self-Storage has 24-hour computerized gate access, around-the-clock security camera monitoring, monitoring, no long-term lease commitment, and convenient payment option. Give them a call today at 936-755-5000 or reserve your space online at www.ab2selfstorage.com. AB Square Self-Storage is a proud sponsor of Huntsville Hornet football. Sting 'em Hornets.
All right, friends, welcome back as we're here in postgame. Rob Hipp alongside Brian Adams as we start our AB Squared Self-Storage Facility postgame wrap-up. The Hornets fall uncharacteristically tonight, 49-6. They only had that one lone score, and that was thanks to a fumbled punt where Huntsville got it on the 19-yard line of C.E. King. Brian, as I said earlier, we put this one in the books. We talk about it very briefly. We learn from it. If you're the coach, we know that's what they're going to say, and then you move on to next week. You can't let these sit around and sting you.
Nope, absolutely. You just you learn from it. You're going to go in and watch film on it in the morning. You're going to work out. You're going to run, and then it is over. And then you start next week for your opponent on Friday night, and that's when you really that's when district starts, and that's when things start getting serious. And that's when you want to put all these learning opportunities to work. And that's what the Hornets will do. They got great coaches, and they'll learn from this and move on.
Coach Rodney Southern down there addressing his team right now. He should have that wrapped up in a few moments. We're going to keep it right here for the time being because we do want to get that final interview from Carlos Zimmermann. We will not have player interviews tonight. But, Carlos, you are down there on the sidelines. Carlos, just your thoughts on this ball game. You were down there on the Hornet sideline all night. Let us know what you were thinking and what the team was thinking down there.
Well, you said it best, Rob. It's a learning experience for this team. It shows them that, you're not invincible. It's one thing to go undefeated the year before and they have to come out in here and take a hard loss. But, you learn from it and you get ready for district because district, that's the segue to the playoffs. So they just got to, put this one behind them. And I'm sure we'll get a couple words from Coach here in just a second as well as he's still talking to his players here. But, it's a learning experience. You said it best, and that's really the story here today for me.
Appreciate Carlos down there on the sidelines. Brian, of course, you played back in the day at the high school level. You played for Sam Houston. What are you told during these times?
Well, nobody out there in that huddle right now is happy. That's just the way it is, especially when you get beat like you did. But these coaches, they are great teachers also, and that's and mentors and a whole list of other things. And they're going to have these kids, again, like I said, tomorrow morning, they're going to go over the game film. They're going to break it down. They're going to work out. They're going to run, and they're going to move on.
Looks like they're down there having team prayer right now. This was a season for the Hornets where, again, it was one of those seasons to where I know we're still very early, but, you go through a first game, you didn't get to play because of COVID situations on the opposite side. You had a scrimmage that was canceled, basically two of those. And, those things play a role in these games. We'll see if Carlos can get down there with head coach Southern before they run off the field. Coach Southern is making his way. We'll get that on video down there for those of you watching. Carlos, we'll go down to you with head coach Rodney Southern. And y'all can turn this way and face us, Carlos. We got the camera on you from up here.
Thanks, Rob. Here with head coach Rodney Southern. Tough loss tonight, 49-6 against a really good King squad, really good run game. They showed that tonight. Just talk to me about, just about this game from your perspective. It's a tough outing, but it's a humbling one at that.
Well, like I told the kids at halftime, there's a lot of folks, me included. We've been spoiled over the last 4 years. I knew coming into this was by far the most talented team we were going to see all year. And that's no knock on any of the people before our district, but just sheer numbers. They've got, at one point, I think they have 9 or 10 Division I commits already. They've got people that can play at a very high level. Now, we gave them 14 points early, and then, when that happens, and then, of course, a couple of those injuries, one of them is one that you don't ever want to see, but, we'll bounce back. We probably needed a little bit of this. You never need to lose, but at the same time, we got spoiled a little bit with the spread. And we got not exposed, but, like I told them, we've got some guys that have got to continue to mature and grow up. We had 3 kids out there that were playing junior high football now. So, we'll bounce back. We've also dealt with some other things. And, we're going to Coach Williams and shooting on the bar. And, there's a lot of other factors, life factors, but, you got to give Steve credit. They were good tonight, and did what they were good at, and they beat us fair and square.
One more question, and we'll to get back on the road to Huntsville. Brian Rutter, starting district next week. Talk to me a little bit about those adjustments that need to be made going into the first district game.
Well, they didn't play tonight. Their game got canceled, I guess, because of the hurricane or whatever. But we'll start looking at them tomorrow once we get back to the field. They're going to throw the ball all over the yard. He's the quarterback that he's senior. I know up to this point he has played really well. They are very heavy senior late. We got to make sure, hopefully we're going to get a couple guys out of the boots this week, and hopefully Calvin's, able to go, and of course Griffin will be able to go. But we'll adjust there. Like I told them, these 40 guys are the guys we got. We got to go with them.
Thanks for your time, Coach. Have a safe trip home. We'll see you next week. Appreciate it. All right, Brian, take us home.
All right, friends. No, that was a little bit hard to hear down there. It's just the way it's been tonight. We had to go through a cell connection on the field. But again, the final tonight as Huntsville falls in this one, 46, I believe it was, or 49-6. We'll step aside for one final break. When we come back, we'll finally wrap this one up. Stay with us. This is the Hornet Nation Broadcast Network.
AB Square Self-Storage is your local go-to self-storage facility that can help give you the extra space you need. From non-climate and climate-controlled storage to parking spaces for your car, boat, trailer, and RV, they've got it all. AB Square Self-Storage has 24-hour computerized gate access, around-the-clock security camera monitoring, no long-term lease commitment, and convenient payment options. Give them a call today at 936-755-5000 or reserve your online at www.ab2selfstorage.com. AB Square Self-Storage is a proud sponsor of Huntsville Hornet football. Sting 'em Hornets.
First Financial Bank knows how important a person's vehicle can be.
My SUV is perfect for taking clients to properties and me to the golf course.
My pickup hauls work supplies all week and the family on weekends.
My hybrid helps the environment and my fuel bill.
If you're ready for a new vehicle, talk to First Financial. We offer loans at competitive rates with fast local approval.
My 4x4 works hard, but plays even harder.
First Financial Bank. You first. Member FDIC.
All right, friends, welcome back. Rob Hipp alongside Brian Adams. Brian, tough one here tonight, 49-6. Your final thoughts before we sign off and get out of here.
Oh, well, tough game. Make no mistake about it. Coach Southern knew going in this was going to be probably the toughest opponent they played. And, I like the fact that we play these tough teams because once you get into your district play, I mean, you're used to high-level competition. So the Hornets are going to learn from this. They're going to try to look at film again in the morning and do some running, kind of recuperating, and starting on Monday. Man, it is district play time, and you're going to be in College Station playing Brian Rutter, and or they're going to be here. But nonetheless, you start district play, and you want to start off with a victory.
Only one trophy case touchdown tonight. That was the 15-yard touchdown pass to Trey Taylor from A.J. Wilson back on the 8th possession at the 2:49 mark. That made it 28-6 whenever the Hornets missed the extra point kick. And then that was really, the only Climatech Secure Storage kickoff that we had tonight as well. So the Hornets looking to regroup, try to get back onto the winning side of things, taking on Rutter coming up, of course, next week. We'll have that call, and then we'll hit the road immediately the next morning. So we'll be ready and looking forward to being back at home. Always good to be at home.
Always good to be at home.
So we appreciate you guys. For everyone at KSAM, I want to thank Nick Hendricks, our producer tonight back at the studio, Steve Ricks, our director of operations, even Glenn Diesel. He made an appearance earlier as he helped out to get started back at the studio. We appreciate you. Of course, Nathan Hight, Melton Green up here, Carlos Zimmermann down the sidelines, TJ Garrett, and Brian Adams. I'm Rob Hipp. Again, your final tonight as Huntsville falls 49-6 versus the 6A CE King Panthers. We'll be back on the air next week. You can find out more, including links at ksam1017.com. Just click on the KSAM Sports Facebook page. Friends, reminding you tonight that we're not strong enough alone to make it on our own. We need each other. Provide a word of encouragement. Lend a hand of support. Somebody out there tonight needs you. And if you find our microphone, we're going to start a search for the microphone, as it just got legs and walked away tonight. But that's all right, Brian.
Yeah.
So
it's in somebody's pocket.
We're actually going to come up with a Sideline sponsor to help cover that, because it wasn't a cheap microphone. And so all joking aside, we're probably going to come up with a sponsor for that. So if you know of anyone that would like to be interested in being our new Sideline sponsor, that will help replace that equipment. And never again will I leave a microphone out in the open. We love you guys. We appreciate you. And again, have a wonderful and blessed night. Good night, And God bless from Houston, Texas.